What up? What up? What up, bro? I see y'all. What up, homies? What's popping? Wax Dog, what up? Bro, up in here ready this morning. What's good, y'all? What's good, ABG? What's good, man? New York in the building, man. Zingar, what's good? What's popping? They ain't think I was gonna be ready this morning. They ain't think I was gonna be up early, man. I be up early every morning. Just some days I be having some things to do sometime. It throw me off. But I'm up this morning, man. What's good, bro? What's up with y'all, man? Salute to everybody that's pulling up. Everybody catching the replay, man. What's good, man? We got some things to talk about. I'm about to get into some I'm gonna get into some real shit today. I'm gonna get into some a little bit of history too. And other than that, man, we're gonna chop it up, man. Also, I'm gonna speak on something later too, because it's people getting blocked for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't y'all though. Annette, what's up, Annette? Salute, Annette. Yeah, I'm up early. I'm here. But yeah, y'all, somebody been blocking people for no reason. And I had to unblock some people yesterday. So every day I'm gonna be checking to make sure nobody getting blocked. Now, I already know y'all already run, y'all run a chat 100% correct. Y'all run it greatly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I don't tell people to get blocked. Y'all don't block people for no reason, but y'all know when to block people. Somebody coming in the room and they just going stupid left, they just all the way fucking up. That's when you get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? But don't block nobody because of their opinion. And then I will say, some people do get blocked by mistake too. That's a fact. Some people do get blocked by mistake, but I know for a fact somebody been blocking people for their own little reasons. You know what I'm saying? Because not only that, the thing that's funny, I already was feeling like that. So yesterday I was doing my homework to see who, if anybody been blocked. And come to find out, a couple of my people that support me been getting blocked. And then on top of that, somebody told me something that I needed to know behind the scenes, and then I understood why niggas getting blocked. So yeah, motherfuckers been blocking people off my shit on some hating shit. And it's none of y'all. Good morning, y'all. Miss Deja, I'm happy to see y'all. Good morning, all of y'all. Yeah, I'm on time. Your boy on time this morning. I'm here. Good morning, Miss Deja, Annette. You know what I'm saying? I got the queens in here and the bros, man, the kings, man. Good morning, Miss Lay Jones. About to catch a flight. That's right. I'm gonna get you going on that flight. When Rondell was coming home on that flight, I got her home. And I'm gonna get you up out of here, Miss Jones. I'm gonna have you straight. But anyway, y'all, yeah, man. The haters been blocking people in my chat, man. They blocking people off the page, man. Good people too. So my man Cozy, if you hear this, you unblock. And a few other people y'all unblock. But I'm gonna be making sure I check every day to make sure nobody getting blocked. So therefore, I had to take away wrenches, and everybody got their wrench back. Everybody supposed to have their wrench, got their wrench. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Natasha Jordan? Yeah, she was blocked. She like, what I do? You ain't do nothing. I ain't know that, but it's funny because I was already checking it yesterday. That's the funny. I was checking it, and something told me check to make sure certain people not blocked. I checked it, and then I went on the gram, and just so happened Natasha Jordan told me she was blocked. So I went back. I said, boom. I was already doing that. So something was telling me that, because I ain't stupid. When I kept seeing certain names in the chat and certain people's name was missing, I knew for a fact certain people got blocked. But I want to show y'all how you got fucking haters. And I know it wasn't none of y'all, meaning it was none of my people. My people, my number one supporters, I know it wasn't y'all. And I understand some people might get blocked by mistake, but I know for a fact y'all don't be intentionally just blocking people. What up, Hunter Rizzle? Yeah, so people was blocked, man. People was getting blocked up, all type of stuff, man. So I understand the hate is real out here, but we don't give a fuck about that. Anyway, man, I said enough of that. I had to get that out there, because I'm gonna say it again. If you've been blocked, hit me on Instagram on a DM. Let me know you've been blocked, because it is some people with no avatar, and I don't know if they was trolls or not, but I know for a fact some good people been blocked. What's up, OG Circle Gang? What's up, Day One? What's good? Yeah, I don't see Miss Kashana Brown no more neither. She not blocked though. Hopefully she all right. Tommy D, what up, Tommy D? Yeah, man. So, like I say, man, niggas been blocking people. But anyway, man, we here. We gonna get into it. I'm happy to see y'all. I'm feeling good today. It is the summertime. You know what I'm saying? It's getting hot outside. It's heated. I mean, but we here. We gonna get through this. Once again, I'm gonna take my time because we got to talk about some of the stuff that's going on. And you know, a lot of this stuff we already been talking about. Now it's funny. You know, your boy been talking about the Georgia Guidestones. I was just talking about them last week. Y'all know that. Now they've been destroyed. Somebody tried to destroy them. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you all this shit come together. I'm telling your boy be on point with this shit. Yeah, all of a sudden out the blue, Georgia Guidestones get beat up. I also got to remember to talk about that CERN situation too. I'm gonna break down CERN to y'all too. I'm gonna show you how simple this CERN shit is. I'm gonna show y'all all this shit, man. That's what I do anyway. We here. For No Fame Live episode 213, man. Now I see my people here. We about to get started, man. Straight up. And salute to everybody, man. Hopefully everybody have a good day today, man. I'm feeling real good. That's just what it is. Yeah, we got to talk about this right here. Repent Daily. What's up? Danielle Walker, what's up? The Georgia Guidestones and the curse of the unseen hand. Y'all know we be talking about the people that run things. There's a lot of hidden hands out here making your reality corrupt. A lot of stuff going on. So now I'm going to get into depths of what the Georgia Guidestones really are, because I never really went into it. Not just, I know a lot of people know about it, but I know about this stuff for years. And let me make one thing clear. Everything, mostly all the stuff I chop up on here is stuff I've been studying for years. And one thing the internet did was connect a lot of dots. That's what it did. So now that we have the internet, we can make all this stuff a reality, meaning we can show and prove a lot of stuff now. That's why we deal with facts over here. So I'm gonna get into the Georgia Guidestones, and we just finished talking about this. That's why I said, wow. I was just talking about this because the number one thing people was focusing on with the Georgia Guidestones is how it speaks on decreasing the population. And one thing I want to make clear to y'all, and this is what I've been trying to tell people. When they talk about decreasing the population, when they talk about decreasing certain things, what they're talking about is getting rid of the useless eaters. The planet is consumed with a lot of people. We know that. But I want everybody to be real right now and just be smart. We all come from family. We all come from family, neighborhoods. You know for a fact within your family, it's only a certain amount of people that's really productive. That's really good people. You know this shit. You know within your community, your neighborhood. You know the good people, but you know everybody ain't good. So when you deal with things like population control, I told people before, in my opinion, the only population they want to get rid of is the useless population. The people that just don't do shit, fucked up in the mind, bad-hearted, just foul people that's not good to the world, period. People that are no use, because you got to understand the saying, if you can't be used, you're useless. And we're in a time of information, so they are looking for innovators. The world itself is looking for innovators, productive people, because you got to remember, like, you know how we spoke about how I dropped a video yesterday. We were speaking about how Rihanna's a billionaire. I'm gonna give you an example how she's worth more than Jay-Z now. People forget Jay-Z, the one who put her on. People forget Rihanna came in the game as a teenager. Same exact time as Tierra Marie. Look at Tierra Marie, look at Rihanna. Jay-Z put on Rihanna. Rihanna is past him now. But my point I'm making is when you become a billionaire, you become useful to a lot of people. Because once you're a billionaire, you help make a lot of other people millionaires, 100,000aires. It's a cycle. That's the American way. People don't understand that. That's why I'm trying to tell you. You was taught to hate America. America is based on production, financing, independence, business, resources, economics. America is what a lot of people don't understand. because you got to understand that's what our ancestors did. They were productive people. Remember, in history, everybody had to work. Remember, even the teenagers, the young boys had to milk the cows. Everybody had to work within the village. Everybody worked because they understood economics. Do you understand that? So these ways of the world have never changed. What has changed? The only thing that changed is the people. The people changed. That's why I keep telling you, the country is not fucked up. The world ain't fucked up. It's the people. So when they talk about population reduction, they're talking about certain people. That's what y'all got to understand. Everything don't apply to you. You see, when you're productive and you getting shit done and you doing shit the right way, your day is going to be long. When you live a fucked up life and you don't got your priorities in order, your days will be short. That's what this dealing with. So I'm going to give a little bit of clarity. Now, the Georgia Guidestones was first built in 1980. And for those that don't know, it speaks, it does deal with the eugenics program. Yes, it does. Even in a recent article I pulled up, it was speaking on the eugenics. And I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I spoke about this shit last week. Now you understand. I want y'all to get, but sir, I see my people here. I'm about to go somewhere with a lot of this shit. Now you understand what all that abortion talk was about last week. Do you get it? So you got a peep game. You see the same week, they talking about all this abortion stuff, laws, boom. Next thing you know what? The Georgia Guidestones get smashed. Because anytime you're dealing with ABs, that's dealing with controlling population. But I told you, only specific people go to these clinics. So who are the main people being reduced? Is a lot of hardworking people having ABs? Is a lot of people doing the right thing having ABs? What I mean is having safe. I'm just telling you, they only target a certain people. So remember, you got people that produce and people that take. Remember, when you can produce, you can sustain your own self and your own family. When you're a taker and you depend on others, your life could be controlled. So we at a time now where they're tired of taking care of others. People are not being productive. So those are the people they want to get rid of. We got to understand this thing called crime and corruption. Yes, it was a time when crime and corruption, it moved the wheels of the country. It kept the machine going. Now you understand why I kept telling people crime is fucking over. The reason why I was saying crime is over, because the way they cleaning up America and restructuring it, they are now structuring America where it doesn't have to function off of crime no more. I broke all this stuff down. I told you about how back in the past 50 years, America sustained a lot off of criminal activity. That's why you had the mafia, the mob. That's why, how you think back in the day when people was buying all them Cadillacs and Lincolns? How you think people was buying all that nice furniture or going to the mall? Remember you used to go to the mall? How you think malls was getting out, boy? A lot of that was from street money, under the table money. People getting their palms greased behind the scenes. Council members, politicians. You remember the mayor in DC got caught smoking crack, but my point is this: it was a lot of drug activity going on, and a lot of people benefited. Politicians, a lot of people that have Fortune 500 companies, a lot of people that's legit now. Back in the day, they built their shit off of drug money, street money. That was the American way. You know, you work hard, you get a little money on the side, under the table, and you made your way in America. Now they made America able to sustain without drug money. That's why I was trying to tell people drug money is over with. They didn't understand the game. So it also ties into crime. Crime is the cancer that destroys America from within. Crime comes from poor people under poor conditions, poverty, urban community. So if we want to get rid of crime, we have to get rid of a particular people that produce these criminals. And your criminals are mainly from the hood. Your criminals are 9 times out of 10 on public assistance. So all I'm trying to tell people is they're doing away with not only public assistance, they're doing away with the whole energy that comes behind the public assistance. Like when I showed y'all the story the other day about the 6 teenagers that got locked up for doing home invasions. But those kids probably was just hungry. And I bet you any amount of money out them 6 kids, at least 5 of them, 4 of them parents was on welfare, because poor kids do crime. A lot of kids don't do crime because they want it. A lot of kids do crime because they poor. So when you're looking at poor people, when you're looking at these so-called abortion clinics, those are mostly poor people go there. My point is, the Georgia Guidestones were letting you know about a population reduction of a particular people who are not productive. The same system that tricked you to get on it is the same system that's plotting to destroy you. When you hear the stereotypes of them calling people lazy, they want to get away, they want to do away with lazy people. Lazy people don't do certain things. They don't stimulate the economy. I got to keep it 1,000 with y'all. I'm going to break this shit down. If you're not productive in America, you are now useless. And they finding ways for you to get up out of here. That's what all this shit was about. So let me the Georgia Guidestones was built in 1980. Mind you, from granite stone, one of the strongest stones out here. Now, they said it was commissioned. They saying that these stones was put in this field out of nowhere by an unknown group or person with the alias of RC Christian. Now, for those that don't know, if I had a closer picture of the stones in the area, you actually would see who put them up. It's a certain organization that put them up. Y'all should already know by now who did that. Yeah, one of the biggest secret societies in America. They're the ones who put it there, allegedly. But anyway, according to the news report, mysteriously, they don't know who put them there. And it's 8 messages. Or should I say, it's one message on 8 different tablets in 8 different languages. See, when you go to them, it's not only English. You got Arabic on there. You got Hebrew. You got Chinese. You got different languages on them. So the question is, why do they have all these different languages on these stones in America? And a lot of people don't understand about landmarks. Every landmark means something. Every landmark got a certain energy behind it. That's how a lot of this shit works. This is a spiritual thing. A lot of this shit is spiritual. We're going to get into it. Do you see that dark cloud energy over the pillars? Do you see that? Look in the background. When you see the green grass, you look back a little further, you see blue skies. Look at the energy directly over the stones. Also, I'm going to tell you something else a lot of people don't know about these stones. There's 8 different languages on them. And yes, it speaks on guidance for living in an age of reason. So let's break that down. Right now, we are in the age of reason. Do you know what reason means? Common sense, critical thinking, being smart. That's the time we're in right now. Remember, I told you in the time of information, I told you that. That's the time we're in right now, the age of reasoning, common sense. So if you're not dealing with reason, and you're not dealing with intelligence, and you're not being smart, and you're dumb, then you might be one of the people that's depopulated. Do you get it? They don't want to do away with smart people. Smart people are beneficial. People that generate revenue is beneficial. They want to get rid of people that don't do shit all day and don't even raise their kids to be right. Because I told you the number one job is to raise your kids correctly. I'm saying if that's your job, that's the main job you're supposed to do right. And that is productive, because you're creating, shaping, and molding someone that's going to be very productive in society. That's what it's about. When you deal with, we are in the age of reason. Now, mind you, this on the stones. Keep in mind, these stones was put up in 1980. I want you to remember the year 1980. Remember, I told you the 80s, we was going through a lot. We was in our best times in the 80s. But it also, I'm going to show you the plot. This was put up in 1980. I'm going to show you something. It's in 8 different languages. As far as what it says on it, as far as they focusing on living, guidance for living in the age of reason, meaning common sense, keeping world population under 500 million, guiding reproduction wisely. See that? That's the clinics. Remember everything that was trending last week? All that shit, everybody getting mad, upset. Nigga, the shit was already written on the fucking stones. But it really go back before that, the eugenics program, which I told people to go look into that. This shit ain't nothing new. They just put it in your face. It says keeping the world population under 500 million and to guide reproduction wisely. I just told you. Let's rewind real quick. Who are the main people they're trying to control from reproduction? Not just having kids. We know people that have a lot of kids for the wrong reasons. Let's not play. Those are the people they're talking about. The ones who want to have a lot of kids just to have stamps and extra money and just having kids. That's what they're talking about. That's what they want to reduce. Or should I say that's been the plan? Not only that, let's keep it real. How many women done had the implant in their arm? How many women done, like I said, you done had some women, as soon as you might have was young enough to come on your cycle, not too long after that, you got put on, you know what, birth control. Well, that was all part of this right here. That's all part of Planned Parenthood. See, this also relates to Planned Parenthood. Do you understand that? The people that deal with Planned Parenthood are some of the people that's, you understand that they all rock together. So y'all don't understand about the unseen hand. Like I said, this unseen hands is hands of power that you'll never see, but they dictate your whole life. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. 8 different languages, because anybody that come here that's not from here will understand what's going on. Man, I'm about to get deep with this. I'm telling you, just stick with me, y'all. So it tells you on the stones, keep in mind, not only keeping the world population under 500 million, but guiding reproduction wisely. You know what that means? Wisely, y'all know what that means. That means we're going to really strategically pay attention to how people are coming into this world and their behavior. And we're going to shape and mold a new society out here. So that's why I keep telling people, if you ain't a piece of shit, you don't have nothing to worry about. Don't worry about all them scared tax. I'm going to get into all of that shit. It's coming to an end for fucked up people. I'm going to just keep it 1,000. Let me keep going. I got to keep y'all in tune. It says it's on the stones now. Check it out. Living in the age of reasoning, keeping world population of 500 million, guiding reproduction wisely, and improving fitness. What's been going on the past couple of years? Have everybody not been running to the gym? Have the gym not been trendy the past couple of years? You know I'm talking about. Everybody been going to the gym. Niggas getting buff, chicks getting flat stomachs, working out, keeping or improving fitness. Because they know in society, just being real, you have to be in shape. Meaning, we know they created obesity and stuff like that. They promoted all this bullshit stuff to us. But my point is, now they taking the pics of the litter. They only want healthy people now. They only want people that's in shape. Meaning, I'm gonna break it in layman's terms. If you're the type of person that don't take care of yourself, you are one of the people that might be one of them numbers they want up out of here. You don't take care of yourself. This shit is mental, it's physical, it's a lot of shit, but I'm gonna connect the dots. Now, a lot of people didn't know it said improving fitness on it. You did, yeah, you knew about the population reduction, but you ain't know about the improving fitness. That's basically saying if you're not in shape, you ain't really fit to be out here. It's really what they're saying. Also, diversity. It also spoke about diversity. What's diversity? What we see today. Rainbow activity. Not only that, different people within the country, everybody getting along. We see what you've been seeing on TV that you never seen your whole life recently. You've been seeing black and white couples on a TV commercial. You never seen that back in the day. You've been seeing gay people on commercials. You didn't see that back in the day. That's diversity. That's what they want going on. It was already written right here, but it was written before then. Understand, when you see these tablets, everything on these tablets was written years ago, a long time ago. But when they put it on the stones, that's what made it a reality. And this was like them sticking to the script. I'm gonna go somewhere else with it. Y'all just stay tuned. I'm just heating up. So not only guiding reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. That's why I keep telling y'all, with all that racist shit, you're going to get yourself labeled. Because remember, I keep telling you, the country was built, a lot of them shits was games, see? Remember, it was all about racism, and then it was all about drug dealing. Well, they destroyed drug dealing, and they destroyed racism. Why you think the past year, during George Floyd and all that, what they do? Was they not knocking over all the Confederate statues across? That was them showing you what they was doing. They was working on diversity. Why? Because it can't be a one world nation if you got people here still racist. Ain't nobody gonna want to come here from overseas to these certain places because they feel like they're still racist. They wanted to erase they want to get rid of that racist history. That's what the diversity is about. They want the country to be more diverse. So that's why I told you, if you're a hater or if you're racist, you get put in a hate group. Whether you're black or white, you get in a hate group. Because you're not dealing with diversity. Those are the people they want up out of here. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So I keep telling you, I'm going to say it again. The population they want to reduce is particular people. Not everybody. Did I not tell you that with the shot, the vax? They don't want everybody gone because who the fuck going to make money? Rich people don't like to work. They don't like to be fucked up out here. They need somebody to do the work, meaning they don't want to take everybody out. Who the fuck going to buy the cars? Who going to go in the grocery stores if everybody dead? That's why I told y'all, get off this boogeyman shit. Stop thinking everybody wants you dead. No, they do want certain people up out of here, and maybe you might be one of the people they want up out of here. But it's particular people, not everybody. Stay tuned. I know a lot of y'all smart. We smart over here, so stay tuned. I'm put it together. Also, what people don't understand is these guidestones are a sundial. If you don't know what a sundial is, it's the ancient clock. It's how they were able to tell time off the sun strategically to certain stones. You know, the pyramids is tied in with it. A lot of different things on the planet is a sundial. Not only that, the Georgia Guidestones are an astrological calendar. Meaning they line up with the universe a certain way. They line up with the stars, sun, moon. You get the sun, moon, and stars. They line up with all of that. The stones line up with all of that. It is a calendar and it's a clock. Remember, we was talking about last week when I was telling you everything in the scriptures ain't evil that you think is evil. Certain things are made evil. When I told you about the zodiac, ain't evil. It coincides with your nature. It coincides for a reason. Within the scripture, each so-called prophet, each man of importance came in a certain season of a certain zodiac. But the pillars line up specifically and exactly with the astrological calendar, the heavens above, as well as it's a clock. So it's more than one thing than just some fucking stones. I'm going to show y'all something. This is science. This is ritual. And yes, these was put out there by particular people. But they was telling you, because I told you they always put it in your face. They just bank on you being asleep. Now, they also had a problem. A lot of people had a flat with it because they know about the eugenics program. Now, don't get it twisted. A lot of people felt a certain way. They've been getting destroyed. I mean, 2008, they got spray painted. People was vandalizing them. This been going on. This ain't nothing new. It's just that now they know a lot of people are waking up. And in my opinion, I think they did it themselves. In my opinion, they destroyed them themselves. For one, people getting too smart. For two, this is my kicker right here. That's why I said you got to know about the book. If y'all don't know about the book, you ain't gonna know shit. Remember within the book, the scriptures, when it spoke about how Moses had the tablets of what? The 10 commandments. Those do those not look like the tablets of the 10 commandments? Is that not a replica? My point is this: what did Moses do with the tablets? For those that's smart. When you riddle what Moses did with the tablets, he broke them. So when I see these destroyed, in my opinion, they broke them because everything they do is opposite of what something else that was done. You got to understand they deal with opposite energy. But that's a whole nother topic. Moses broke the tablets of stone. In my opinion, these were tablets of stone. This could have been a type of commandment for certain people in this country and others that's affiliated and know what's going on. And now they broke them. Also, them breaking it could be symbolism for no more talking. It's time to go to work. People came from all over to visit these tablets. But when they putting their work in, they're gonna just my point is this. Did you not what you heard about the Twin Towers? Who you heard destroyed them? Then you'll see after they got destroyed, you see they implemented a whole bunch of new programs. Well, the same thing with the Georgia Guidestones. Once you see them destroy them, that's a sign that it's a whole bunch of programs going on, which they already been going on, and I'm about to get into it. That's why I told y'all, be patient. You're going to learn something today. We're going to get into some history. I'm going to show you. Remember the year, 1980 is when they put these pillars up. 1980. Remember that. I'm getting here, y'all. So look, these stones are approximately 90 miles east of Atlanta. 90 miles east of Atlanta. And it's a lot of smart people here, but I don't want to go too high and don't get it fucked up. I've been dumbing down a lot of shit. Now we starting to move up because a lot of people, they ready. You know what I'm saying? So these are strategically 90 miles outside of Atlanta. See, you got to know about ley lines. And my point is when they build certain things, they specifically line it up with certain things a certain way on purpose. 90 miles outside of Atlanta, like a 90-degree angle. Get it? Right by Atlanta. Now, mind you, keep in mind, I told you how these pillars also generate a certain amount of energy. It's a fucking sundial and it's lined up with the heavens above. It pertains to a certain energy. That's why I just showed you. You see the energy over them shits? And then look to the back. You'll see straight blue sky in the back. Look right over the pillars, how the clouds look. This shit's black. In the daytime. Energy. A lot of y'all don't believe in energy. You don't know about energy because you don't understand about that which is unseen. You only know what was seen, the material world. That's why you're in the world of three-dimension shit and you get caught up out here because you don't understand the real world. But that's another topic. Anyway, they're specifically 90 miles outside of Atlanta. Also near the South Carolina border. Also keep in mind, some of our ancestors was from Georgia and South Carolina. That's where a lot of our people was at. But the point is this. These stones, when they was put in place, it was put in place for straight wicketry. And you got to remember, a lot of y'all just got hip to the Georgia Guidestones once the internet came out. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. But they've been knew about this shit because they put them up in 1980. They've been knew about it and they've been applying the shit. Let's look at how many programs they put into place since 1980. But watch this. Watch this. Now, in 1980, a couple of things occurred around the same time. Actually, some things occurred before they put the pillars up, while they was up, and when they finished putting them up. And we're going to get into that right now. 90 miles outside Atlanta. And that's why I'm going to tell you my opinion, Atlanta's fucking cursed. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. There's a lot of places in America that's cursed because they did certain rituals and put curses over them. I'm going to be real. I'm from New York City. New York City is cursed too. It's certain demonic spirits that are placed in these cities. But guess what? What makes you safe is your energy, your protection. That's why I tell you, if you ain't dealing with a certain energy, you ain't gonna make it anyway. What makes you safe is your energy around you and your protection force field. That's what makes you safe. If you don't have that and you live in a wicked ass city, your days are even quicker to come, shorter. Places like Atlanta, New York City, New Orleans, some places are fucking wicked. I'm gonna be real. A lot of places are wicked. California, Los Angeles, wicked. Y'all know what a wicked city is because they made them wicked. When they was established, it was certain things they put into these places that made it wicked. They kept to keep the demonic energy harvesting within these places. That's why places like Chicago, wicked. It's certain you got to know about the Tower of Babel, what they call the Sears Tower. That's why niggas die. When you see that Chicago Bulls, yeah, I know what all that shit mean. That's why niggas die in Chicago the way they do. That's my opinion, but I'm just breaking something down about this energy. See, we about to start tapping into that which is unseen that need to be understood. Certain cities and towns are built on fucking wicketry. And the reason why they did that, because a lot of places where your ancestors was prosperous at and did good, when they got their hands on it, they corrupted the shit and put wicked entities out there. That's why some people, some places where you live at, I gotta be 1,000 with you, you automatically, it's a curse on you. Unless you have a certain energy on you. Unless you have to have protection, and I'm gonna keep it real, you gotta fucking pray. You have to pray, and you gotta know who you're praying to. You have to be in tune out here, or you get sucked up in this energy. But certain places was built on wicketry. So let's go back to Atlanta. And you're gonna see that Atlanta always been based on wicketry, because that's how the city was created to be after they conquered it. Why you think Freaknik took place down there? Why you think they always say we've been hearing this shit since the 90s, early 2000s. Atlanta got the most AIDS. What they say, Atlanta got the most gays. Atlanta gets every label of wicketry, right? It's a reason. That's why these stones out there. But let's get into the real shit now. So we're gonna get into right here, y'all. The Atlanta child murders. People forget about this. This was when blacks was getting slaughtered and found dead. Now it's done through different ways called black on black crime. And you got to remember, 1980, it was not no fucking black on black crime the way it is now. A nigga might have got killed probably out of a whole year. One person or two people might have got killed in the neighborhood the most in the whole year, or maybe 3 years, shit like that. But this is what started the massacre, because you got to remember 1980 was a wicked time as well. You'll see mostly all of your top scary movie franchises came out in the 80s, really going into the 80s. Like 79, 1980, that era, the 80s, that's when they brought in a lot of this wicked shit. Because the 80s also was a time we were supposed to rise up. So I'm trying to tell you, when it's ever time for you to rise, it's going to be opposition against you. I told you about our 400 years was up. It was time to rise again. What happened? You got shut back down. So I'm going to break it down how these things happen in segments. You got to know the season. You got to know the signs. All these things occur. Atlanta child murders, 28 black boys were slain and found dead. It was like a real life Jason going around killing black kids and a couple of older black men, but it was mostly black boys. And to this day, the families are still affected. And you also got to understand, let's look at each one of these people. If they would have became a man, each one of them would have had a household. Each one of them would have had kids. Each one of them would have been added on to a particular generation, population. You get the rest. But Atlanta has always been some type of experimental grounds. Now, this is the man accused, Mr. Wayne Williams, of killing all these people. Also, I remember when I went into the story, I know he was dealing with music. He's supposed to have been a music producer. He was so-called luring people in, talking about he gonna do music with them. Where's one of the number one places where everybody ran to for music? I could have sworn it was Atlanta. I could have sworn also a lot of people ended up dead in Atlanta trying to be entertainers and shit like that. That shit been going on. My point is this. His name is Wayne Williams. To this day, Wayne Williams said he didn't do it. To this day, it's him right here. He said he ain't killing people. He been set up. Now, remember, now we have mass killings, we have mass shootings, but back then you had mass killings. It was just done with serial killers. You heard about it. Atlanta child murders, Summer Sam, Zodiac Killer, Charles Manson. That was all late 70s throughout early 80s. All this serial killer shit. Now the killings still go on. Now it's just under different names. Drill music, gang banging. So you gotta remember, this before all of that. When this was happening, it was before all of that. Before gang bang was out of control, before hip hop was out of control. This was the beginning when niggas just found dead for no reason back in the day. But I'm gonna show you something. This shit was a real scary movie. I'm gonna show you some shit. I'm gonna show you why Atlanta's wicked. Because all these people got sacrificed in Atlanta and left a certain energy out there ever since 1980. Now remember, I told you 1980. Now remember, matter of fact, let me be even more clear to you. The Atlanta child murders took place from 1979 to 1981. That means the killing started before the Georgia Guidestones. The killing started while they was being erected, and they also was going on after they was built. These murders were still going on in Georgia, right in Georgia. Now check it out. From 1979 to 81. Now guess what? July 21st, 1979. Because I told you when I was speaking on that payback season, I'm trying to show you what the fuck I'm talking about. You ever heard of people say the killing season? Well, guess what? Some people believe that shit. It is a killing season. Yeah, it's a saying of the dog days of the summer. You always knew your whole life more people died in the summertime, but you ain't know why, right? You thought it was just because niggas was mad and be beefing. No, it's a certain energy in the summertime. All you gotta do is rewind your clock. Most of these police shootings, most of this shit that happened, you're always gonna see the shit start happening after May. You're gonna see it always start happening once it start getting hot after May and all of that. You start seeing these different things happening. How many mass shootings you've seen since May? How many slayings you've been seeing since May? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This shit been going on. But I'm gonna show you. The child murder started July 21st, 1979, and ended May 22nd, 1981. But while all this was going on, these was being erected. So maybe this was the first step to putting in work for the Stones, decreasing population. And that's how they did it back then. When everybody talk about the past and history, now you see why I keep saying fuck all that slavery shit. You got so much history that's right here in the 80s and all of that. 70s, 80s, 90s, where a lot of our history is at. This was the time of the celebrity. The 80s was a time of ushering in when we were supposed to go to another level. The 80s, all the same time is when you got labeled as African American and black and all of that. This is around that same time. But my point is this. This man said he didn't do it. So if he didn't do it, who did it? Also, they thought it was random Ku Klux Klan members killing. And when it was going on in real time, you got to remember, in real time, they didn't know what the fuck was going on. They were scared to death. It was just kids being found dead. Mysteriously, black people just getting slaughtered. They didn't know what the fuck was going on. And it created a frenzy. It created a spectacle. And people were scared out their fucking mind. That's why they even made a TV show off. They even made a TV show, a movie off that shit and all of that. As you see down, look at the bottom, you'll see Charlie Sheen dad. Martin Sheen was in it. You see James Earl Ray was in the movie. And you got to understand how they work. Whenever they make movies, they only make movies to send certain messages. It's a lot of shit going on. People don't understand with this shit. But it's not my point. It's not my job to make you understand. I'm just going to show you what it is. All right? They even had a movie show. Now, let's go back. Keep in mind, 1980 era. Same year as the Georgia Guidestones. Now, look. This man said he didn't do it. To this day, he said he didn't do it. He got set up. He was kind of weird, but he grew up from a family that was kind of all right. They was good financially. He had money, and I told you he was like a producer. He was a photographer. He wasn't no average poor black man, but he was considered to be something like a weirdo back then. But he said he didn't do it. To this day, he's been locked up for it ever since. Now, I'm going to show y'all something. 1980. Pillars went up. Georgia Guidestones. 1980. This was going on, right? 90 miles away. Same location, same area. Decreased the population, and they was getting slaughtered. He said he didn't do it to this day. All right. Then I'm going to drop this next jewel on you. Guess what else came out in 1980? Friday the 13th of Jason. What did Jason do? He was known for what? Killing. Now, even though Jason's supposed to have been in Crystal Lakes, and Crystal Lakes is actually a place in New Jersey for those that don't know, but you'll see it looks like Atlanta. It looks like the country. We got to remember, I'm going to go into this deep shit. This is something I peeped a while ago. That's why a lot of us from up north, we didn't like down south, because we didn't like the country. We didn't like the country. I think I was kind of scared of the country too, because that shit with Jason in the woods. I think all of that was by design to get us to not like the country. That's why to this day, a lot of people from up north don't like down south. But we don't understand. We was tricked. We're originally from down south and was shipped up north. And we think up north is our home, but it's really down south. But they tricked a lot of people up north to hate down south for many different reasons. That's why a lot of people don't know their history. They don't know the fuck they are. They don't know shit, because you was removed from your history. And in my opinion, seeing a lot of that Jason shit made me don't like the country. And it made me look at, I'm talking about people that live in the woods. Because you got to remember, in 1980, they was living in the woods. A lot of these people you see, they got found in the woods, slain, like they was stabbed up and fucked up by Jason. And then guess what? On May 9th, 1980, this movie came out. And we know Friday the 13th became a big franchise. Now, we also got to get into something else. Do y'all remember when the big joke was in the scary movies that what? Black people always die first? Because a lot of y'all didn't understand that was a program. The movies was some of the first place where we seen a black person die. The movies, Hollywood, made sure at a certain time they always put in your mind of you dying. Because they knew one day you dying will become your fucking reality that you see today. But all that shit was established in 1980. 1980, 1980, 1980. It was all about killing. But we can look at it now. They might have been dealing with decreasing the population back then. Or should I say a particular population? Like I keep telling you, it's only a selected population. Another thing you got to remember, these were all black kids from the hood. These were all people from urban communities. You got to remember, when it comes to people doing fuck shit, they always come to the urban community. Allegedly, when these so-called body snatching people be out here, they go to the urban community. When a lot of so-called rapists, serial killers, they always go to the urban community, because they feel like the urban community is the place where people get slaughtered and nobody cares, won't even notice their ass. This shit been going on for years. So that's why when I told y'all life is like a movie, that's what I mean. So do you think it's a coincidence? The same year they established this, all this is going on? All these murders in Atlanta, 90 miles from the Georgia Guidestones? No. They were setting a tone. And you got to remember that tone they set in 1980, look how many times it has multiplied right now. The only difference is it's different serial killers running around. It's different killers. They called many different titles, but the program they installed is still running around, and it's called Black Boys Dropping, Black Bodies Dropping. And you got to keep in mind, when this was going on in real life, it was like a real life movie for the people that lived through it. It went on for 2 years straight of people being slaughtered. It's some people in Atlanta to this day that's older. Some of them people was their friends. They still traumatized. That was their family members. They still was traumatized. Mothers lost their only son. Their only begotten son. A lot of mothers lost their only child. These are the pictures right here. And this man said he ain't do it. So the question is, who really did it? Or did he really do it? He was under mind control. He didn't know what he was doing. Because some of them be in the particular programs where they do shit, don't even know what the fuck they did and don't even remember. So I know how this shit worked, in my opinion. Once they made a movie of it, it was a spectacle, and they made a mockery of the shit and was trying to make a mockery of what really went on and who really knew what was going on. And you see that white man in that picture down there, right? You see that pose he in? Remember I told you about that pose? Some of y'all should already know. A lot of this shit was orchestrated. And Wayne Williams might have been a fall guy, or he might have did do the shit. Who knows? But my point is, all this shit was already written. So, as we see, the Georgia Guidestones got destroyed because, in my opinion, they know people been getting too smart. But not only that, and it's another thing how I look at it as, it don't got to be advertised no more because the program is over with. Because the program was installed for what, 44 years ago? Or should I say 42 years ago? So be that the program they got running right now was established 42 years ago. They don't need no stones up no more. Because now you done got too smart. And I see some people pulled up. I'm going to go back into it. But I want to show you how these Guidestones are bringing a wicked ass energy. Look at the clouds. Look at Atlanta, 90 miles away. Now you see why niggas been dying in Atlanta. Atlanta, people been getting slaughtered out there. I'm talking about Georgia, period. I got to keep it real. My people from Georgia, don't get upset. Don't get in your feelings, but you know I'm going to speak some real shit. Georgia is one of the places where I've been, knew people be getting done dirty at. Down there, like, man, they been raping down there. They been raping chicks. They leave you in the woods. My point is, all the foul shit they do down south in Georgia, I'm saying Georgia specifically, they do in the woods. Your ass will get found dead in the woods. They rape chicks in the woods. All type of shit going down there. It's fucking wicked. It been wicked. But they ain't the only wicked city. So when we see Young Thug and all them getting indicted, all that killing, man, that shit been going on in Georgia. That shit been going on in Atlanta. That's the energy they put down there. When they knew that what? That was one of the biggest black cities in America. When they knew that all those black HBCU colleges was there, they knew a lot of black people was going to be there trying to prosper. They already knew that. So a certain energy was already laid out. Because y'all don't understand about energy and ley lines and shit like that. You don't understand that it is foul spirits out here. You don't understand where you at could be the home of all the foul spirits. You could be living right in the shit. So when they established these tablets, they had to bring them, they had to give them life. And how they gave them life was what you see right here. So when you see them speaking on population reduction and all of that, you see what happened. And I'm going to say it again. 1980. And then Jason came out in 1980. Because that's what the Atlanta child murders did to them. It was like a real life Jason running around Atlanta, leaving niggas slayed in the woods. Just like Jason. And remember, Jason had that mask on. You already know who Jason was. But Jason was known for killing and slaying people in the woods. This is when we first started seeing black people dying in a movie. And then every scary movie, they always made a point to show you the black person died first. Even though the white person be the most stupidest in the movie. What you doing over there? They be trying to look at the killer, talk to him, stupid shit. But my point is this all the shit they was programming back then. And it's fucked up because the first scary movie I ever seen was Jason. I don't remember which part it was. It wasn't part one, but the first scary movie I seen in the movies was fucking Jason. Also, when they was promoting these scary movies, they was promoting serial killing. And then you'll see after the 80s, a lot of people grew up to be serial killers and killers because they was raised watching Jason and Freddy and every other killer, Michael Myers. All those were sick people. But it was promoted and taught to be cool. And we love to watch people get slayed. But we didn't know 40 years later in our new reality, people get slayed every day and it's nothing. So now, guess what? We got a lot of Jasons in the hood because it was a predictive program. All of this shit works from magic. When this movie Jason came out, niggas was not dying like that. Before the Atlanta child murders, black people was not dying like that. This how they ushered in the new year. At that time, because he started, the murders started in 1979, but that was the usher in 1980. Then when 1980 came in, it didn't stop. And then you'll see strategically, The Atlanta child murder stopped 81. You'll see a couple years after that, crack cocaine hit the scene. Crack cocaine hit the scene officially by 85. So 4 years later, after this, crack cocaine came, and that slayed everybody. And guess what? Crack cocaine, ain't no telling how many numbers that decreased of the population. Because the population been getting decreased through different ways. Y'all just didn't understand that. We just didn't know. It been getting reduced through different tactics. So for people that pulled up, let's do a recap on the Georgia Guidestones. Let's do a recap. So we're going to get into what they're really about. You understand? You heard? Check it out. It says, guidance for living in a new age of reason. And I said, in my opinion, reason means common sense, a certain mind state, intellect. Keeping the world population under 500 million. Guide reproduction wisely. The question is, who are they talking about? It also speaks on improving fitness. Who are they talking about? Who are the main people they always saying are unhealthy? Who are the main people they always say got the most sicknesses? I could have sworn there's a particular people got the most high blood pressure. They say they was the most with AIDS. They was the most with cancer. They was the most with C19. These particular people they talking about are some dirty ass people. And they need them. And basically, the Georgia Guidestone says that if these people don't improve their fitness, then they ain't no good. Who's the number one people that die before their time get sick and be all messed up, out of shape, can't walk, in wheelchairs, walkers, all type of shit in their 50s? Who is the most people not in shape? Who is the main people that hate diet soda and shit like that? Hate fucking vegetables. Do you get a clue what the Guidestones are talking about? God reproduction. Who are they trying to stop from reproducing? Is it working class people? Is it people that got bread to take care of their kids? These are questions you got to ask. So my point is, they said improving fitness and diversity. Diversity, it goes a lot of different ways. But like I said, when I bring it up to date, when you're a racist, you're anti-diversity. When you don't agree with the rainbow gang, you're against diversity. Remember, now you understand why if you hate on the rainbow gang, that's a hate crime, federal. If you get caught in a hatred group, federal. Anti-diversity. Those are the people they want to get away with or they want to do away with. I told you, anti-diversity is right here. Not only did they talk about, see, that's what I'll keep telling you, people forgot the point. We all knew about the number, but we didn't know exactly who specifically they want to get rid of. And it turns out basically to be the useless eaters and the people that go against the grain. Also, I told you how the Guidestones are a sundial, meaning it's a clock, and they also astronomical calendars, meaning they're lined up with the heavens above with all the zodiacs. It's all a lineup. Because it's a certain way they know how to bring energy into the planet. The same way y'all know about natural resources and Tesla and all that. Don't y'all know about the ether, stuff like that? People don't understand this shit, and I ain't gonna get into all of that. You don't understand how to put a country. Why the fuck you think you got electricity? They know how to manipulate things above and bring it down to the earth. Not only power, energy, but spirits. That's why a lot of y'all life is fucked up, because you don't understand shit. You think in your fucking peanut brain you're going to finesse everything on the planet, but you can't finesse the game when you don't even know who created the shit, because you don't know about the unseen hand controlling your fucking life. Who the unseen hand? The motherfuckers that put these up that you still don't know. The report says they don't know who put them up. But then I told you they talk two ways out their mouth. You got to understand their language. They said it was commissioned by an unknown group or a person with the alias of R.C. Christian. So you're going to tell me somebody came in the middle of the field and put these up, but y'all don't know who did it? That's stupidity. Yes, they know who did it, but they ain't going to say who did it. because it's a secret, an unseen hand. And these pillars were put up for their people to see. You see, Moses gave his people tablets. Well, they gave their people some tablets. Moses crushed the tablets. They crushed the tablets. And I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have bet any amount of money. The tablet they destroyed was the one in perfect English. One of them got Hebrew on them, Chinese, Arabic, different languages. But I bet you any amount of money, I bet my right arm, that's the tablet that was in perfect English. Because some people got too smart for their own good. And at the same time, that means operation in effect. When you want to rebuild, if you want to rebuild a new building in a certain particular place, you have to what? Destroy what was already there. My point is, if they want to start up something new, or they want to, if that job is over with, they can shut it down now, because what they wanted to get done is already getting done. What is one of the things they wanted to get done? Well, they say the pillar said population control. Well, guess what? Ever since 1980, they've been turning up. And that's why in 1980, the Atlanta child murder set off. And you got to remember history. This not only created a frenzy in Atlanta, Georgia, around the world. The same way when you turn on your TV and you still watching what happened in Highland, Chicago the other day, well, they was on this Atlanta child murder like that back in the days too. And it was more scarier. It was way more scary around the world because everybody at that time thought their child might die. They didn't know what was going to happen. And then we got to understand, these are the first eras of us experiencing trauma. We didn't know about trauma like that at that level until the Atlanta child murders and until they started bringing out movies like Jason, which came out in 1980. All of those scary movies was put in place to put trauma in your brain. That's why to this day, a lot of people are still scary and scared. Remember, I told you people are still scared of the boogeyman. That's why you'll notice there's always been an energy of a boogeyman. Somebody who does certain things, but nobody knows who did it or who it was. Always some shit going on to keep you puzzling and second guessing shit. We call them distractions too. But this technique was formulated back then. Because remember, you got to keep in mind the history. In the 70s, what it was all about. I'm black and I'm proud. Everybody was black and proud. Everybody was doing what they was doing. But this shit right here slowed up everything. Motherfuckers started getting back like, oh shit, what's going on in the world now? Shit started getting real for black people. So we know it was a program because this man said he didn't do it. And look when he got locked up, June 21st, 1981, when it was over with. Because the one, whatever year that one represents the new era. What year did Moneybag Joe come in? Was it not 2021? It marked the new era. When the towers fell, what year was that? Was it not 2001? It marked the new era. After this man went to jail in 81, it marked the new era of what? Niggas dying. And I told you right after that, niggas started getting hooked on drugs at a high level. The community started becoming destroyed. Keep in mind, back then, we wasn't as poor as we are now. Meaning niggas was poor, but it was a lot of ownership. It was a lot of things going on back then. Prosperity was coming. Mind you, this was all the jobs was around and shit like that. But this man said he didn't do it. So the question is, if he didn't do it, who did it? So we know for a fact it was a big program. And that's why they made a TV show off of it and a movie. Got a couple movies. It was a fucking program. And what I was taught and what I learned, first of all, I want y'all to pay attention. Whenever they make a movie, whenever they get specific actors to play in these movies and pay them a whole lot of money, these are the movies with messages. These are the movies they want to promote, push, and put out there so certain people can get the fucking clues. And they only finance certain movies when they want to put it out there. And that's why certain high official actors only get certain roles. And they are under certain oaths. And I'm going to say this again. I told y'all, all of the fucking real movies already came out. That's why all the movies come out are always going to be trash. because all of the real movies they wanted to put out, they put out in the 90s and the 80s and early 2000s. Any fucking thing you can fathom in your mind you want to know about, they got the movie already came out already because they already showed you, and they paid high quality actors. That's why when you look at people like Tom Hanks, Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp, whenever they're in a movie, it's some real shit going on. And 9 times out of 10, some real history, some real shit. Who's the black man they get to play the real roles when they want to tell you some real shit? Denzel Washington, Will Smith, and maybe and definitely Samuel L. Jackson too. They get these high elite actors that's under oath to act out certain roles, because people that are not qualified for the roles, they can't get it, not because of their acting. They're not qualified to obtain that information. Also, the other man, Morgan Freeman as well. He's the other black man authorized to do specific movies. So whenever you see them in a movie, you watch that movie, and that's some real shit going on. That's why you'll see they already put their work in. That's why you don't see them making movies no more. Because all the agendas they wanted to show you, they already did it already. So when I told you Hollywood is shut down, that's what I mean. It's been shut down. It will never be high A-list celebrity actors, because there are not those type of roles out there. It is not those type of scripts written. And the scripts that was written during the 80s on up was scripts written to push certain agendas, and all of them agendas already took place already. So they've been fulfilling their own prophecies all this time. What's the prophecies they've been fulfilling? Well, this one of them right here. You just waking up. You ain't get hip to it to the internet. My point is this. This is why I told you. Everything you learn on the internet, they wanted you to know. Why you think in 1980 you ain't know this shit? Why you ain't know they was flooding your hood with crack cocaine to the 80s when they came out and told you that the CIA was doing dirt and Rick Ross went to jail? They told you after the fact. Niggas had already died, lost their shit. Then they came and told you, yeah, we fucked up. We flooded California with the drugs. They told you, they admitted the truth, but it was already too late. Same thing with the Guidestones. Yeah, you know about them, but it's already too late. You know why? Because Operation Well Done. We always found out late, and I told you, whenever they put a program into play, that shit be working for 30 years. So when 2001 came in, guess what? They was already focused on the 2030 agenda. What are we about to go into now? The 2030 agenda. What's the 2030 agenda? Electric cars, things like that. The Jetson lifestyle. So when they talk about decreasing population, they're not talking about the people that's out here spending money. They're not talking about the people that's going to be out here in the new world establishing things. They're talking about the takers. Or should I say, they call them useless eaters. Let me make this clear, y'all. I don't slander people. I don't judge nobody's life. What you do with your life is your business. Let's make that clear. But the powers that be, they look at particular people like they're useless eaters. Do you know what a useless eater means? That means you ain't good for shit and all you do is take. So you got to understand they got different things in the play to destroy these particular type of people in their thinking. Why would they want to kill everybody when each person living is a tax? Each person living is a walking bag. Why would they want to kill everybody? Or do they just want to kill people that don't pay taxes? Don't pay bills. Don't stimulate the economy, like I said. It's not me. It's my opinion, but I'm not judging nobody. We're just speculating. All this speculation. None of this shit is fact, but I'm just saying you got to make sense of certain things. Remember, it also says on a pillar, living in the age of reason. Well, we are in the age of reason. We trying to make sense out of stuff, and we want to know the reason why shit be going on. But guess what? It's certain things, if you don't know, you just going to be slow. And that's the world we in right now, because we in the age of reason, the age of information. Everything you know, they wanted you to know. That's why it's on fucking Google. So that's why I keep telling people, ain't nothing unknown no more. When ain't nothing unknown no more, right? Ain't no more fucking secrets. Because I told you, it's to a point now, they game is so high level now, they don't care what you know, because they know you can't stop what they got going on no more. You can't do shit. They're already in power. But the only thing you can do is know how to walk the right steps and walk the right path and how to maneuver around all of this shit. But for people that have been living a certain way, yes, you are a target now. You've been a target, but you're definitely a target now. And remember, the first thing I told you, this was from the urban community. This was how blacks got killed back. You know, it was serial killer. Remember, we know people get killed this much in one weekend now. Well, when 28 boys got killed mysteriously, at this time, it was shocking and scary for a lot of mothers that have boys. Remember, they was found slaughtered, cut up, chopped up, found in the bushes, cut up, violated, all type. They was found, all of them was found done dirty. It wasn't just a regular death. They all was found slaughtered. And they didn't know who was doing it. Remember, back in the day, wasn't all this fucking technology, wasn't no cell phones. When the shit got dark at night, it really got dark. Now you see where that whole knowledge come from, or your parents telling you to be home before the street lights come on. All that shit come from back then. Because this when kids was getting snatched up, you'll see this the same exact time when you start with kids was on the milk crates. And you got to remember something too. Back then, a black life wasn't worth shit in the hood. But to this day, this man say he didn't do it. Did he do it? And thought he was gonna be rewarded. But either way, he's still alive. Therefore, his energy is still alive. The people who was involved in this, their energy is still alive. Now you understand part of why all this death been going on in Atlanta, Georgia. All this shit been, Atlanta been cursed. I'm gonna be real. But they're not the only people cursed. Not only, I'm not gonna say the people, I'm talking about the environment. One man's God is another man's devil. Maybe the God they worship has power over these places. And maybe you'll understand why a lot of churches been shut down, and why you also might understand why churches don't have no power. Why they don't have no power? We understand half the shit that's going on in the world. It was a time where the church would have been the number one people protesting. Now we see what? The church is the number one place that's quiet. I don't care where you're from, what city, what state. I bet you for a fact your church ain't doing shit in your community. They ain't doing shit. They're just happy to get their check every week. They're just happy to pass them plates. So for my people of faith, you ask yourself the question, why the worst things are getting, why the preachers and churches ain't doing nothing. I'm talking about why they not giving no strong confidence, why they not giving no energy, why they so quiet. Because little do you know, a lot of those preachers you down with, they down with them GUIDESTONES right there, or they down with the people that put them up. And once again, they were put up by a particular secret society. And that secret society has infiltrated every form of life. And they also in your churches. You got to understand, even though you go to church and you got faith, guess what? It's a lot of demons in the church. And a lot of times they know the scripture better than you do, because their job is to throw you off your path. That's why in a lot of churches, you see a lot of nonsense. You see everything opposite of what's supposed to be going on. Am I lying, or am I flying, or am I high, am I stupid? Not every church, but let me clarify that. Mostly all churches, they go opposite of what they're supposed to be doing. What that tell you? Common sense. Common sense. Reasoning. Because remember, we was all raised to go to church. We was raised to be a certain way. You ain't noticed how back in the day, people went harder on church than now? Remember, you used to have to get up, go to some Sunday school, all of that. My point is now the church quieter than ever. You remember you used to literally hear churches singing, and you might be outside walking past the church or driving down the block, whatever. You heard the churches making noise outside. You don't hear that no more. The same way you don't smell no cookouts on 4th of July, so don't lie, tell me you smelled a lot of cookout. No, you didn't. A lot of that shit has been destroyed, because guess what? A particular people have been being destroyed spiritually. That's why you don't have the same energy your peoples had, because of this 40-year process of decreasing the population. and also destroying the people mentally. They've been crushing your ass and crushing your family. That's why a lot of us ain't got no family no more. We don't got no family structure. Our family's been destroyed. We now live in an era of every man for themselves, meaning you and your immediate family. That's it. But a lot of our family's been destroyed, just like these tablets, because they understand the science of once you establish something and you're done with it, you destroy it. You get rid of it. Once we don't need these particular people no more, we can destroy them now. We don't need niggas out here selling drugs to their own community, killing their own. And I keep telling you, always keep in mind, all of these programs started after 1980. 1980 is the key number for this show. 1980. 1980, 1980, and I told you, 1980. Now, back to what I was saying. Keep in mind, all these different programs went into effect after 1980. One of the number one things was selling crack cocaine. And you got to understand, to this day, we did not recover from crack cocaine. A lot of our peoples, I'm going to say it again because I got new people listening. A lot of our peoples that grinded and gritted in the 60s, 70s, they was buying homes in the 80s. Understand that the late 70s, early 80s is when a lot of people with melanated started going into the suburbs, living a better lifestyle. When you go back into these companies, I was just talking about Microsoft, IBM, those countries started booming around 1980, 81. That's when we started dealing with affirmative action and getting into these major corporations started booming. And as our money started booming, as we started moving into these houses and starting to pay off some of these houses, they had a whole nother plan for the children of these particular people. And by the late 80s, mid-80s, late 80s, and early 90s, the people that became successful, their kids had either became on drugs or became drug dealers and started listening to a whole lot of rap music. When you go into Planet Rock and all that shit, 1980, 81, Planet Rock came out 82. All of this shit goes together. So let's think common sense. I want you to use some fucking common sense because you know we don't play. Now let's keep, oh man, we cooking this morning. Now the same time Atlanta child murders going on, I told you they ended in what? 1981, May 22nd. And Planet Rock came out 1982 when hip hop started booming on a different level, right? 82. Couple months after the Atlanta child murders, hip hop came out. And a man named Africa Bambaataa. 82, he dropped a song. Now, what was he doing? He wasn't killing boys. He was raping little boys at the same exact time. And this around the same time when boys was getting killed and raped and pillaged. It all started in the early 80s. And these are the niggas that grew up to be serial killers and psychos to this day. But that shit was being processed back then. That's when all the fuck shit in the black community started taking off. Early 80s. And it went on to the 80s and early 90s. I'm trying to tell you some shit. Because these niggas were part of the program. So, the same way somebody was sanctioned to do all of that, was Bambaataa sanctioned to rape all those kids? And we know he might have raped thousands and he still didn't go to jail. And it happened in a project. People keep forgetting. It happened in a New York City housing project, which means controlled by the city and state. Why the city and state ain't getting sued? And was that man sanctioned to do that? Because he had access to the community center and all that shit. Was it sanctioned? Was the people that sanctioned this to be here, the man that sanctioned every fucking thing to go on, because this shit go hand in hand? And you got to understand, once that rap shit came into play, niggas like Africa Bambaataa was going on tour, state to state. You don't think that nigga went to Atlanta? Of course he did. Now you understand why sex trafficking is a number one crime now? Because back then, kids getting snatched up like that shit was nothing. Like nothing. Kids getting snatched up, disappeared, gone. So a lot of that shit is still around. So when those kids was getting molested and done dirty, because remember, it's different ways of trauma. Some kids got murdered, some kids got molested. Either way, you're traumatizing all the children. My point is this: did he do a job well done when he violated all them kids? Did he get rewarded at the end? Did he get bigger deals? Did rap go to another level? Is he considered the Godfather? Did he ever go to fucking jail? No. Common sense. Somebody had to okay the shit. Because if you get alleged for one victim, your ass going to jail. But you're going to tell me a man violated a whole lot of people in one place that we know? That's just what we know. We don't know what the fuck this nigga done did all across the world and still doing right now. The point is why he never got in no trouble. Because you know what? That was a fucking program called hip-hop. Getting little boys to break dance, follow the game, do all this fuck shit, funny shit behind the scenes. It was a program. And half them niggas in that program grew up to be killers, jail, dumb niggas. They fucked up in the head. It was a program. Because certain traumas and certain key events took place on your people in your neighborhood in the early 80s. These are the people that grew up to be drug heads. Why? They was touched when they was in the 80s. They was younger, they got touched on. When they was young, they got finessed. When they was young, their friend got murdered. So when they got older, they have issues. They started smoking crack and became killers and rapists themselves. This shit was a program installed way back then, and it's on the Georgia Guidestones, part of that shit. Because every major city is connected, and you got to understand about people that know this shit. It's secret society, which is the unseen hand. They all in the loop, and they travel all over the world. That's why they can travel certain places you can't go, because there's different shit going on out here, and certain shit is sanctioned, in my opinion. It's right in front of your face. Right after this happened, under 81, 82, hip-hop came out, Africa Bambaataa, kids in New York was getting raped and slaughtered. Do you understand the connection? It was a program to decrease the population back then, but back then we can clearly say it was to destroy young black boys. That's why who's the number one people locked up in jail right now? Well, one time in life, there was little boys. And 9 times out of 10, the people that's locked up now, they was little boys in the early 80s. They were young teenagers in the early 80s. This is why the world is fucked up now. This is part of the reason why your uncle ain't around. Your big, I'm telling you, this shit was a program. It was part of this right here. Now, let's fast forward to 2022. What's going on? Black boys still dying at a faster rate than back then. So the population has been being decreased. The only difference is, guess what? Back then, certain people had to put the work in. Now you put the work in yourself. And I told you it was a program. So being that the program is working, we could take down the pillars. Project shut down. It's already working now. Let's move on to the next topic. That's how they work. In 1980, they made it known. 40-some years later, we ain't got to say nothing no more. It's already in stone. And that's why they destroyed the English tablet. What are niggas doing to this day still? Still molesting, still killing. So my point is this. It was a program. So when I tell you our people are sick and fucked up, yes, they are. But guess what? It was programmed. Because before 1980, this shit wasn't going on like that. All this shit started in the 80s. And you'll see in the 80s, we started embracing killing movies. And we started embracing hip-hop music. And the number one people of hip-hop music, it was based on kids. Now, you see why to this day, they want to sign you as a rapper when you are a kid, a teenager. Do you get it? They don't want you when you're grown. You be the nicest rapper right now. They don't want you. You ain't young enough. They want kids. Because it all go back to this agenda. All this shit go together, man. I told you, man. They know your history you don't know. So, therefore, everything they've been doing was to counter your shit. What's counter? Everything opposite. Everything opposite. Whatever they do, we're gonna do opposite. They want to have a whole lot of kids, man. Or the man said, "Be fruitful and multiply." We're gonna divide. That's why it's divide and conquer out here. So my point is this: a lot of people out here fighting themselves, and you fighting the war, you can't win. You know why? Because you fighting a spiritual warfare that you can't even see your enemy. That's why I said that's the unseen hand controlling your life. And guess what? They are winning right now. They are winning. But guess what? Even though they winning, a lot of this shit we brought on ourselves. Wasted too much time with dumb shit. not paying attention, being stupid. So yeah, you know about the Georgia Guidestones, right? You've been knowing about this shit, but what you really been, have you been doing opposite of them? Or have you been falling into the trap? What's falling into the trap? Well, they say that we live in an age of reasoning, common sense, smart, intelligent. Have you been dealing with common sense and intelligence or smarts? Or have you been entertaining bullshit, dumb shit, beefing, hating, not really doing shit with your life, getting fucking high, wasting your life away? Is that what you really been doing? Well, if you have been, you fall into that category of decreasing your ass. Let's go into another part. God and reproduction. Is it not a lot of niggas on child support? Have niggas not been nutting in women like they mind bad? Have women been not letting niggas nut in them left and right? Is it not a lot of kids that can't be taken care of out here in the world right now? Well, that's a population that might had to be on this tablet. Maybe that's who they might want to help reduce. I don't know. So my point is, you can make yourself a statistic like I fucking tell you. When I see shit like this, them stones don't apply to me. I don't give a fuck about them tablets. Know why? Because that shit don't apply to me. You only make shit your business that apply to you. But see, some of y'all made this shit your business and you made a lot of this shit your lifestyle. Therefore, you scared because you fell into the trap of being a useless eater called a sheep. And what happened to sheeps? Sheeps get slayed. That's all I'm saying. And like I say, we all got a percentage of being hypocrites. Ain't nobody perfect. But I'm just saying, you play with fire, you get burnt. Meaning you keep doing the same shit, eventually you're going to get caught up with the shit. So my point is, I'm not knocking nobody. I got to say it clearly. I got to understand that. We have been tricked to live a particular lifestyle. And the lifestyle we've been living, they now use it as a weapon against us. That's all I'm telling you. Now you understand what all that Planned Parenthood, AB stuff was about, the case. It was about a particular people that deals with these programs. And like I told you, now they say, look, we don't got to let them, basically, you don't got to go to the clinic. Just give us the child. We'll do something positive with him. We'll make him productive. We'll make him a child of reason. We'll make sure he improves on his fitness and make sure he's aware of diversity. Did they not start teaching kids in school about diversity? Did they not start teaching kids about transgender behavior, things like that? Diversity. So my point is, everything you don't want to do and comply with, they will allegedly take your kids and make your kids do it. They'll teach it to your kids. And that's when it comes to dealing with old people. When you know about the scripture, what did Moses do to all the old people? He slayed their ass. Why? Because they wasn't listening. They was hard-headed, stiff-necked, and rebellious, so he had to slay their ass. Well, fast forward to now, what's going on? Older people don't want to listen. You set in your ways, so a lot of them, they're slaying your ass and taking your kids. Or maybe you don't want to comply with what's going on, so they're going to take your kids. And remember, taking your kids does not just mean snatching them out your home. It means taking them mentally. That's why you can't tell your kids shit. They don't listen to you because they already took some of y'all kids. Just being real. Some of your kids already got taken from you through this thing called entertainment. They made them your kids' parents and family members in their brain. I grew up like that too. Yeah. Certain rappers, look, that's my uncle, right? You feel me? He remind me of my brother. I grew up just like everybody else. But now, guess what? I knew when to draw the fucking line. Now they don't know to draw the line. They really want to be like entertainers and not like no family member. But the point is, you think it's a coincidence? Okay. That's why I gotta break the shit down, man. I know it's dragging on, but I gotta break it down, man. This shit was a representation of a program that we are now living in that's already over with. All right. And I gotta keep it 1,000 because I gotta tell you why hip-hop played a part in the shit. And I told you how hip-hop been the soundtrack to our whole destruction the whole time. I'm not talking about loving the music, dancing, vibing, spitting bars, talent. I ain't talking about that part. I'm talking about once they got their hands on the shit, what they had a plan for that shit. was to push every single narrative they wanted to push on us. Use the music for so many different things because a lot of y'all don't know who is the father of music. When you understand who the father of music is, you won't keep praising fucking music. And then you won't be so baffled when you see so many people die over music. My point is, all these things was put upon you. You think it's a coincidence why they gave us hip-hop music and the projects? You think that's a coincidence? Or you think it was a coincidence why everybody in the projects all around the world listen to hip-hop music? You think that's a coincidence? That's been going on since back in the day. When I used to visit down south back in the day, guess what? I had family that lived in the projects. And they was on point with certain shit. They knew about rap. They was on point. They wasn't slow because it was a certain frequency. They made sure it was in every hood around the world. This same frequency on these pillars, they made sure this frequency was all around the world. That's why all around the world at a hood near you, every day, the numbers are decreasing. Also, this is not just about race. Let me clarify that. You know, the people they so-called call poor white trash, this apply to them too. Anybody who gets who lives under a certain living condition, if you get public assistance and you're not really doing too much with shit, they label you whether you like it or not. Even though you might be doing your thing, getting through, paying your bills, you straight. I'm just saying you get labeled under different categories. That's why I always tell you, don't put no label on me. Don't put me in no fucking box. Let me make this clear. I am not a right conspiracy theory because it said that too in the story. It was speaking on right conspiracy theorists, how they be going too far, and they the same ones that went into the Capitol. I ain't none of that shit. I ain't no cult leader. I ain't no fucking none of that. I ain't no conspiracy theorist. I'm just a person who speculates on the things I see, and I am a life analytic person. That's what I do. But this same energy, they put all over the world. That's why I say I don't care if you're from Seattle. I don't give a fuck where you from. How you think the whole frequency been all over? How you think everybody been living up the same frequency all over America? Because the shit was designed. Because you don't understand the unseen hand is the same hand that are the architects of everything you do in life. So when you wake up from this dream you in, then you'll start understanding how to move out here, and you won't be a fucking statistic, and you won't have to worry about being decreased. Because I told you, it don't apply to everybody. It only applies to dumb people in the brain. Now let me talk about that CERN thing real quick. A lot of people talking about CERN. Let me slow y'all down right now with that CERN talk. All right, I'm gonna slow y'all down with that shit right now. You gotta understand, man. It's always gonna be a distraction. Haven't you figured out yet? Once you're done with one thing, here comes something else. You get over that, here comes something else. You ain't noticed that? And when you dealing with this in the air shit, once you start dealing with that, look, man. They know if they keep you focusing on up there, you ain't gonna know what the fuck going on down here. I just told you these pillars are lined up with the heavens above. These pillars are strategically aligned with the universe, just like the pyramids in Egypt. You think that was by coincidence? They want you to think a lot of things going up there. It is certain things that are going up there, but ain't what you think it is. My point is they want you to focus up so you don't be looking down. It's only one thing you need to worry about, and I'm not going to keep saying this. When you get into the book tells you every fucking thing that goes on to the planet. That's why it is called the basic instructions before leaving Earth. So a lot of people leave Earth and don't know the basic instructions. They get fooled and tricked. Now, all this shit you hear and see, it ain't in the book. It's certain things that is in the book, certain things ain't. But my point is, don't be looking up. Don't worry about what they're doing. Worry about what you need to worry about. That's the problem. And you don't understand. They put agents online to distract you, to have you focusing on this, focusing on that. You get over that, they scare you with this. We know it's certain things you should pay attention to, and you'll crack all the codes. See, I can tell you why I crack all the codes, but everything ain't for the internet. People think no. Man, this shit is simpler than you think. It's just that most of you turned your back, you've been tricked, you've been finessed, and you don't know where to look at. So you're looking at all the wrong places because you became brainwashed with this shit called ego. You think you're so fucking smart. Then the internet boosted your ego more. You think you're more smarter. When a person is talking and typing, I fucking know if your knowledge comes from self or it comes from the internet. That's how deep I am with this shit. And a lot of people, they just regurgitate what they heard on the internet. But you don't understand, it's agents paid online to tell you this shit. That's why I told you there ain't no secret. If it was a secret, you think it would be online? No. The real secrets ain't in no fucking, it ain't online. The real secrets are discussed in lodges, shit like that. Fraternities, under oath. That's the real knowledge. It's called hidden knowledge. It's called forbidden knowledge. That's the real shit. And a lot of that knowledge comes from dark side. Meaning the places you don't go, the places you're scared to cross, you're not going to get the information because you're scared. So you got to wait for somebody to tell you. And the person that's telling you, 9 times out of 10 is tricking you with some bullshit. That's how the game is played. You know what misinformation is? Disinformation is when I tell them the truth mixed with a little bit of lies. So my point is this. People will argue to death that God ain't real, this ain't real, that ain't real, but then they still argue with you about CERN. People will say they live in faith and they're upstanding citizens, but they're always scared of some shit. So how powerful is your faith and what God do you really deal with? Why the hell are you worried about CERN and shit like that? Did your God tell you to worry about CERN? I'm not being funny, y'all, and I'm not being disrespectful. It's just that sometimes when it's time to break certain shit down, the energy turns up like that. I'm just breaking it down. I'm not dissing nobody. Understand that. I love my people, but I got to make something clear. And I'm going to show you our hypocritical behavior. We'll say we believe in God, we're prayed up, but every time they throw something in our face, we get scared. That's losing faith. That's not paying attention. Everything you need to know is already written within your learning. You just ain't learning and taking the time to break it down with understanding. That's why in Revelation it says, let he who has understanding, let he who has wisdom. The stones just told you we in the age of reason. They want to make sure we in the age of reason. What's the world of age of reason? Nigga, wisdom and understanding, comprehension. But the only real comprehension of wisdom you're going to get comes from your faith. So if you have no faith, you're fucking lost. Therefore, anything they throw in your face, you'll be scared. Do you get it? You're scared because you don't have no faith, meaning you don't know what you really got going on. You think you know God. You think you got a little something, but you don't take time to really study and learn the shit. That's why God don't talk to you. Some people have a personal relationship. Get answers. Whether in dream, whether in a sign, whether in a person. Some of us out here, you understand? But then a lot of people, you out here freestyling and you don't understand this thing called life. Then you think you know a little something. You don't know shit. And anytime they want to scare you or throw your ass off, they start talking this alien talk. And you start believing in aliens. I'm going to ask y'all one question. You riddle me this, since y'all so smart. And like I said, my people, I'm not tripping on y'all. Where in the book does it tell you about any aliens? All right? You tell me that shit. Some of y'all still believe in fucking landing on the moon and shit like that. But I ain't here for all of that. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to be scared. Only time, look, when you are dealing with a certain energy, when you are protected a certain way, when you are living right, you don't have shit to worry about. When you out here trying to serve two masters, you always get caught up. You're going to get caught in the middle. Why? You live in the life of a fucking hypocrite. And hypocrites become statistics. So I'm telling y'all how they design this shit. And I'm gonna answer this question. I'm gonna ask you this question again. The only thing in America that's free, that's everywhere, that you can get anywhere for free, it's a Bible. The question is, why is that? Oh, I know, because the Bible is here to brainwash you and teach you fake lies and keep you fucked up in the head. And that's the white man book. Well, common sense, let's say if it is the white man book, let's say it is. Don't you think you might have to know that book? Because if you don't study your opponent, you ain't gonna know shit. And what if that is the book they living out right in your face? But you ain't know that because you was taught to hate and be everything else. You don't know shit. I'm just telling you, it's been a lot of mental games being played. Our brains have been fucked up so heavy that some of us Some of us are just figuring this shit out, how to get back on track. And we still ain't there. That's why all this shit is a process. That's why today is a real episode. Shout out to everybody in the building. I got some more things I'm gonna talk about too. Don't let me forget. I got some things I'm talking about. All this shit go together. And like I said, that's why I told you, I don't worry about what they doing. I worry about what the fuck I'm doing. When I do what I do, I get the right answers. I do what I'm supposed to do. I'm protected. I get the signs and all of that. And some of them I share with y'all. And some of y'all already know this shit. Just like if you go on the radio right now and you want to hear your favorite station, you have to turn on a certain channel. When you turn on that channel, there's millions of people on that same channel. That means everybody's on that same frequency. So if we on this station, we don't worry about what's on the other station playing. We're not dealing with that station. Do you understand how this shit works? Well, that's us right here. We on a certain frequency. That's why when I pull up, y'all pull up. Whenever we doing what we do it. We on the same shit. I don't got to convince nobody nothing. We already here. Well, that's how life works. It's just that everybody not on the same frequency. Niggas been fucked up. We on FM stereo. A lot of our people, they on AM. Distorted. Fucked up. Do you understand that? So my point is, in order to make it and get over all of this shit, we got to become smarter. So when the Guidestones say that they want to guide people into living in the age of reasoning, that actually means being smart, just a simple and plain. So what I'm saying is, if you're not smart to these particular people, you are considered to be no good. And let's be real, even if you're on the system, did they not give you the opportunity to go to school, get a degree? Yes, they did. Did they not have other programs set up for you? Yes, they did. So when you've been on the system for a certain amount of years, you didn't take advantage of nothing, you get classified as a useless eater. Do you get it? I'm just showing y'all the people that made these programs, they're the same ones that made the fucking Guidestones. I spoke about the eugenics program, aka Planned Parenthood. That's what was written on the tablet. They are the same people that created these programs. I told you about before how after Martin Luther King died, they started really booming the welfare system. Before Martin Luther King died, we were not on welfare at all like that, period. Whether our people struggled, whether they had to eat oatmeal, whatever they did not want to get on welfare because they knew that was them falling a victim to the system and being classified as a lazy Negro, aka a useless eater. Our people wasn't with that shit. But you got to understand that was created for their people to get a leg up on us, because you got to understand who the real poor people was back in the day. So, when that welfare program was created and all that shit go hand in hand with the Guidestones. That's all I'm telling y'all. Because by them keeping us in projects in urban community, they've been able to not only track us easier, dictate our lifestyle, and whatever they throw in these particular areas, they will stay contained in those areas and only fuck with them particular people. Even back in the day when the suburban rich white kids wanted drugs, they had to come to the black community. Because back in the day, it was more control. And even the mafia came out and told you back then, only put the dope in the nigger neighborhoods. If you sold crack, heroin in an Italian neighborhood, your ass got killed. Period. It was only to be contained. You got to understand, the mafia at one time was tied in with the Catholic Church. Do you not see mobsters in the movies, killers, All those mafia people, what did they do? They would go to the church and talk to who? Father, forgive me for my sins, and then go kill some more, and then flood the hood with some more drugs, and then go back to the Pope. You understand? Because it was certain things going on. These people were sanctioned. So what happened also in rap in Hollywood, then in the late 80s, early 90s, what happened? All of your people started trying to be like mafia members. They started changing their name to Italian names. They started trying to be criminal organizations. These criminal organizations later on turned into RICO charges. All of this shit was by design. Now, for people that been around for a little while, you know the time when every rapper damn near changed their name into an Italian mafia name or had a mafia alias. Do you remember? And what was they promoting? Killing, drugs, but only keep it in the hood. You got to remember, all this shit go on, it was just keep it in the fucking hood. The only time that rap was supposed to lead the hood is when what? When it turned pop. Pop is the key word for popular. Once they created that pop genre, that's when they really was trying to make money off of rap. But before that, they wanted to let niggas die off that shit. Even to this day. But they learned how to make a whole lot more money and keep the death underground now. But back then, the death in rap was evident. All of this shit was part of the program, part of these pillars. So I know people just pulling up. That's right, Deja. That's right. Frank Lucas. It's another one. Let me get on that. Let me get on Frank Lucas because I don't want to lose that thought. That was a good thing. Frank Lucas was responsible for flooding Harlem with dope, killing his people. But let's not forget, he was from down south. He wasn't never from New York, so he had no love for nobody in New York. And they showed you some bullshit. Matter of fact, they showed you the truth when they showed you that man was bringing the shit on a plane. What they really was telling you in the movie, that who the government was behind the shit, allegedly. If you think in your mind a black man in the fucking 70s was going to Vietnam, getting his own dope, get on the plane, bringing it home, you think it was that, you fucking believe that shit if you want to. No, it was sanctioned. But you got to remember, if we want to flood their hood with drugs, we got to sanction one nigga to do the shit. We need somebody to do the work. Frank Lucas, boom. Nicky Bomb, boom. Rick Ross, boom. Alpo, boom. Somebody got to do the work. When I just showed you about the Atlanta child murderers, damn, we got the Guidestones up. We need to put some work in. We need to shed some blood. We need somebody to do the work. Maybe we get Wayne Williams to do the work. See, no matter what agenda they want to push, somebody got to do the work. And they'll pay you well. They'll pay you very good. We don't know. He could have got paid $5 million to sit in jail. We don't know that. This him to this day. He could have got paid to sit in jail. You don't know that. Because when you're under oath, you got to take what comes with that oath. Sometimes they got to take that L and hold that L for the bigger picture. Anyway, all of this shit go together. So when they destroyed the pillars, as you see, the Guidestones got destroyed it because they don't got to guide shit no more. The plan is already working. Remember, it was a thing called a TV guide. The TV guide told you what was about to come on TV at what time, right? Once the show came on, you threw the TV guide away. You didn't need it no more. Program over with. Show's done. But I need a new program, a new TV guide. For those that remember back in the day. Well, the Georgia Guidestones could be destroyed. Why? Because everything they wanted to implement is already working. It's in effect. And it's been going on since 1980. And when they started this in 1980, I also showed you how the mass killing started in 1980. And they started it with Jason. The era of serial killers. When you got a nigga in your hood, I know for a fact, growing up, we know niggas in the hood that was killing and getting away with it and killing until they got caught. Those were fucking serial killers. A nigga that catch a body and get away, that's a serial killer. We didn't understand the word play. I know for a fact, me growing up, I had a whole bunch of Jason ass niggas in my hood. That's a fact. That's the shit I grew up around. I seen with my own eyes niggas that used to love killing. Niggas in jail now, though. Niggas that used to love that shit. Get a kick out of that shit. I'm not playing with you. That's my niggas are sick. That's why when I got old, I look back at my whole life. I had to understand and break this shit down. I was around these type of niggas. And I'm talking about from young. Remember, they told you serial killers start when you people start killing animals and shit. When the kids start killing, they tell you all serial killers started out killing birds, cats, dogs, animals. Then after that, they get bored. What they start doing? Start trying to take real lives. And it happens in all communities, even the suburbs. But that whole killing mentality was promoted back then in the scary movies, which started with Jason, 1980. 1980. And these shits got put up in 1980, 79 to 81. Dig? The Atlanta child murders going on, 79 to 81. All this shit was going on. But see, I'm showing y'all how all this shit really relates. And being that it's working now, they can take them down. Because everything they want to push, they already push it. What did they push already? Well, the Georgia Guidestone says guide reproduction. They already did that. A lot of people on birth control right now. They got implants in their arm. They've been running the Planned Parenthood, and don't forget condoms. Before the 80s, our people didn't wear condoms like that. Condoms is part of it too. Don't get it twisted. And in my opinion, I always felt like that so-called lubricant, I always feel like it's certain shit in there to keep niggas from having kids too. That's how I always felt. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But the population part, they already been doing that. You understand that? They've been doing that. Guidance for living in the age of reasoning, they already did that. What's the age of reasoning we in now? Technology. When I told y'all yesterday, Revenge of the Nerds, they already did that. Also improving fitness. You see everywhere you look around America, it's a gym. Somebody in that gym. You see all the entertainers be in the gym. It's always about their gym. They've been doing that. Because remember, let me break it down to animal farms. When you have a farm and you get paid off your stock, your animals, you want your cows to be as healthy as possible. You want your chickens, your pigs to be as healthy as possible. And the ones that's no good, they ain't no use. Do you get it? We can't make money off this cow, it's too small. We can't sell this chicken, it's too small. People that go fishing or crabbing, you know when it's too small, you got to throw it back in. They want what's healthy. So that's what the help is about. So when I told you the stones is really about a certain lifestyle, a certain shape and mold with people they was trying to create. Meaning, if you ain't about that business, you ain't about that work, you ain't about production, you ain't about intellect, you ain't about expanding the country, your ass getting put up out of here. You're a useless eater. So that's why I told y'all crime is over. That's why I told you we in a world of information. The world of information is the era of reason and common sense. So if you want to be stupid, that's on your dumb ass. And guess what? They got a place for you. They got a place for all of y'all that want to still be stupid. I ain't making this shit up. Hey, it's my opinion. It ain't fact, but I'm just telling you. All you got to do is watch and pay attention. These kids got slaughtered like that at 82. Your kids get slaughtered now kind of the same way. They get killed under stupid circumstances, unsuspicious ways, and they dying as teenagers. This was the first time in America where teenagers was dying under mysterious circumstances. And it went on for 2 years straight. Do we not still see mass shootings? Because like I told y'all, the program has already been installed. They don't have to say shit no more. They don't got to do shit, but sit back and play with their fingers. And to speak on that, they say that Joe allegedly spoke to Brittany Griner's wife the other day. But other than that, he sit back and play with his fingers, all right? He twiddle his thumbs. That's mainly what Moneybag Joe be doing. Y'all know that. That man don't really be doing too much. But being that I got y'all here in the building, let me say this again. Anybody that's been blocked that rock with me, you make sure you holler at me on the gram, and I'm gonna take you unblocked because somebody been in the chat blocking people. Now I know for a fact none of my people been doing that shit, meaning my immediate people. And I will say, I know y'all didn't do it on purpose. Some of y'all might have blocked people by mistake, but I know for a fact somebody been blocking people on my shit. So if you've been blocked and you ain't do nothing wrong, we cool. You hit me up on the gram. Some of y'all I took off for unblocked. But niggas been on my chat blocking people for their own reasons. That's why I noticed when it was certain people on here and I was missing certain people, I knew something wasn't right. So every day, every other day, I'm going to check my page. I'm going to make sure the wrong people not unblocked. And I'm going to tell you, all my people, make sure you get an avatar. Because sometimes when you don't have an avatar, you'll get labeled as a troll and you might get blocked by mistake. Make sure you got an avatar if you rock with me. Y'all know I promote that. So that's all I'm saying. So you won't be considered a troll. But niggas been blocking. I don't know who, but I got an idea. But that's not the point. The point is, as long as nobody ain't being crazy, which don't never happen, you ain't gotta block nobody. Y'all know the dumb shit to block. Like when people come in here with that fuck shit, you know what to block. But for somebody with another opinion, don't block them. Let them be, all right? That's all I'm saying. Because the two people that got blocked that I seen for a fact is one of my good supporters. And I ain't seen my boy Cozy in a minute. So Cozy, you hear this hot, you make sure you pull up because I took you off being blocked. That's why I told you I know my people because y'all know I vibe with y'all. We got a certain type of relationship. We got a certain understanding. So I know who be in my building. So when some funny shit go on, I know somebody did some funny shit. I set my shit up to run it how I run it, and I know what's going on. That's all I'm saying. So I had to make that clear while we got people in the building. And man. Also, shout out to Jeanette. I see you pull up in here too. A lot of people want me to go on Clubhouse. They want me to start up a Clubhouse page so that me and my people, we can vibe together. What y'all think about that? I might do a vote on it. If y'all want me to do a Clubhouse, I'll do Clubhouse. And I'm going to do my own lane. You heard? I'm going to do something else. I ain't going to be doing none of that other shit. But if y'all feel like us vibing on Clubhouse is a way for all of us to come together and vibe on different shit and do what we do, I'll start a Clubhouse page. Man, this shit is out the bag. It's time to expand and get this shit shaking out here. You understand that? I'm going to show niggas how to do this shit. A lot of y'all niggas be playing and fucking hating. That's all I'm saying. Somebody been blocking people, don't be doing that fuck shit. And I ain't talking to my people. I'm talking about who ain't my people doing fuck shit. All right? So we're going to continue on with the show. I had to make that clear. Also, Kwame Brown, nigga, fuck you. I know you be listening too, nigga. This nigga Kwame Brown, bitch ass, tried to strike my page yesterday for some old shit. He ain't strike it. He tried to put in a copyright strike from a video I did when I first started. When the nigga was talking about Charlemagne, Finesse and Jessica Reed, I put that video up. That was a long time ago. That nigga so lame. That shit only had like 300 views to this day. I did that shit a year ago. That nigga copyright strike that shit. I ain't getting no trouble. I ain't getting no strike. It just couldn't be monetized. That nigga's a petty nigga because he mad I make that video about Kwame Brown being a demonic cult follower, nigga, or cult leader. And he got mad. He been mad. I been exposed that nigga. And that nigga tried to get me struck yesterday because the nigga's a hater. And I told you, Kwame Brown, you's a fucking loser. You lost in basketball, nigga. You lost in real life. And you lost on YouTube. All you is a fucking cult leader, nigga. That's it. And a failure. You on YouTube just like me. I told you that a year ago, nigga. Yesterday, I get offline and I see YouTube sent me a message. It was that nigga. He's a bozo ass nigga. Anyway, man, you can't stop what I do. I'm gonna turn up every fucking level. I don't give a fuck about this shit. When you don't care about some shit, it always stick with you. When you care about shit, that shit'll leave your ass. I got my own remedy. I don't give a fuck about this shit. I care about my people. That's why you notice I always tell y'all, if you fuck with me like that, you make sure you stay in the loop with me. I'm on all platforms. It ain't just fucking YouTube. So you wake up one day, this shit be ghost, and that's on you. I ain't gonna lose no sleep. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not. I'm fucking not. I'm gonna go so hard I might try to get this shit shut down. I don't give a fuck right now. That's the shit I'm on. I don't care. I don't. The shit these niggas love, I piss on that shit. Fuck out of here. And I told you before, a lot of shit, niggas trying to get R-rated, niggas trying to get R-rated and had the shit. Couple times. Still can get it again, still got a little something, something. I ain't looking for nothing out of life. A lot of y'all niggas are looking for shit. I ain't looking for nothing. I don't want to be the nigga with the most clout. I don't want to be the most gangsterist nigga. I don't want to be the richest nigga. I want to be a fucking ghost. Just like the unseen hand that put curses on your ass every day. I want to be like them in a good way, though. That's all. I don't want to be known. We cooking this morning. Yeah, I've been on time today. I was gonna hit the button at 6:45. I was lit. I ain't had nothing to do this morning. That's why I'm here. I ain't finished yet, neither. I ain't finished yet. I gotta put something else together. Let me hold up. But like I said, with that CERN stuff, don't be scared of that CERN. My point is, watch, you're gonna keep seeing, they're gonna keep coming all these spectacles, all this extra shit. They got people waiting for the bogus hologram. They got people looking for all this false shit whole time. You don't know shit that's going on earth. And you gotta remember, it's as above, so below. So whatever going up there, it already gonna go on down here. It's gonna go on down here. Man, get with the spiritual shit, man. For those of beginners class, you just learning, man, go watch The Matrix, man. For real. Number one, Matrix 1. You gotta focus more on the reality you living in, not the shit they tell you to focus on. That's why I told you, niggas know about Africa. You know about every fucking way else. You don't know shit about this country you was born in. You don't know shit. Another thing I said I was gonna start doing, which I don't feel like doing the shit, but I was gonna start showing y'all some of the news that happened in Africa day by day. Man, I can show y'all some crazy shit. Motherfuckers getting caught stealing. A woman got caught stealing. They beat her ass bloody, beat her head up. Niggas be getting caught doing petty shit. They chop their body up. All type of shit. You go over there. Them niggas don't want you over there. My point is this. You know about everywhere else, but you don't know shit about your own country. You know shit about the land of your ancestors. None of that shit. You don't know shit. Only thing you know is what you was taught in school and what you seen on the news. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Which created a lifestyle. And that lifestyle was created by the same motherfuckers that put up them stones. Do you understand that shit? The unseen hand that got you chasing that money, but you still don't know what's on the back of the dollar bill. You got too smart to break down the money. They say, fuck it, they're getting too smart. We got to go digital now. We ain't going to have no more money. That's it. Also, yesterday, oh man, or the other day in New York City, y'all should already know. Over the weekend when that man got stabbed over them potato chips. How many of y'all saw that story? I know y'all seen it, and it was another sign of what's going on in America, where I told y'all that most of these crimes are going on from poverty. I'm starting to think we might be more poor. No, you know what it is? It was a time we was poor, but you know the difference is we knew how to manage that shit. Yeah, I'm back. Hold up. Let me make sure I'm back, man. Hold up, man. Y'all hear me clearly? I'm gonna tell y'all there's some weird shit going on out here. I was about to go live from the phone, right? Let me make sure. Let me see something real quick, bro. I told y'all this how this shit work. I told y'all this shit is a fucking another power going on out here. Let me show y'all some shit. Hold up. I gotta make sure I can hear myself. Let me see if I'm on the. Hold up. Matter of fact, let me plug my headphones in. That shit right there that just discombobulated me. I'm about to break this shit down. Y'all what happened real quick. Hold up. Give me a second. Head tune. This episode might be chopped up, but they ain't stopping nothing. Now check this shit out. Y'all heard me cooking. Whole power went out. Whole power in the crib went out. AC, TV, everything. You know I'm on Wi-Fi, so the Wi-Fi shut down. Glad to get on the Wi-Fi. The internet not coming up, so I was about to go live from my phone. And while I'm doing that, y'all witnessed it for yourself. So I'm showing y'all. You see for yourself. It's different energy that go on, and sometimes shit be happening that can't be explained, but I be having an idea what the fuck be going on. You just heard me say, I don't give a fuck about this shit. You might come on one day, my shit gone. Did I just say that? Next thing you know, you see all the power of my crib went out. It flicked out, and it came back on. You know when that happened, you got to reboot everything. I was about to start a whole new episode. But for some reason, now look, my people that y'all know what? Episode 213. You know we do this shit all the time. But all of a sudden today, when I'm going into this shit, fucking power gets shut down. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. I know what's going on with all this shit. But we neither here nor there. I told you, you can talk about certain shit, but you start talking about other shit, funny shit just start happening. That's just how this shit go. I'm used to this shit. I already know how this shit work. You dig? So power went out. Not the Wi-Fi. All the power went out in the crib. This for about 3-4 minutes, but most of the time it was me trying to boot back up. Shit flicked out, shut down everything. You think that's a coincidence? Out of all the fucking shit, I could be talking about the dumbest shit. You see what I'm talking about? Real shit, what happened? All right. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe it's some shit that just fucking happened. But the way I think, I know this shit bigger than Nino Brown. You see what I'm saying? And this shit definitely bigger than me. Now, let me get into what the fuck I was about to talk about before the interruption. The other day, when a man got stabbed over some potato chips in the store in New York, in Harlem. It looks to me like he got a knife in his hand with blood on it. If I'm not mistaken. Well, in New York City, over the weekend, a man was stabbed in a store by the store owner. The man you see right here is Jose, 51 years old. The man stabbed is 37-year-old named Austin Simon. And he stabbed that man in his chest. He actually stabbed that man up dirty, but he definitely lunged that knife in his chest. This is my point. The shit was over a bag of potato chips. A fucking bag of potato chips. Now, check this out. It was a woman that went into the store earlier that day. And she was trying to use her EBT card, allegedly. She didn't have no money to pay for the chips. Now, I could have sworn the first of the month just hit, and I know stamps just hit, and I know she had to have some type of money, but maybe she might have been on drugs and sold her shit. I don't know. Long story short, they went into the store. The girl and the kid went into the store, and they couldn't get the potato chips. So what the woman did was she ran to go get her man or some man. The man she went to go get was the man named Austin Simons. And Austin Simons went back to the store and called himself about to go put in work on the store owner. Mind you, keeping your mind over a bag of chips. He went back in the store to put in work over some chips. And what he didn't know is that the man was ready because he already know you considered a savage. He knew that when he put the store there. So when they came in for the chips and this man want to fight and tussle, remember, you can't be trying to fight everybody. He want to fight. That man backed that knife out on him. And then after that man stabbed him in his chest and dropped him, he was posted with the knife. You see the blood on his arm and on the knife. You see it. Over a bag of chips. Well, another man just added on to the population deduction. Another man in the hood considered to be a savage slaughtered. Now, what do you see? You see a man with a knife and a man dead, a black man dead. And I just told you, Jason, you see the bloody knife? That's what Jason was doing, killing niggas. This man turned into Jason. But the point is, it was over a bag of chips. Just so happened, I'm going to show you the stereotypes. A black man with braids in his hair, a basic nigga. I'm showing you how all these stereotypes are created. So when you go in the store, the white man, not the white man, the store owner get automatic, he gets scared. He grab his knife, he grab his gun. Because you fit the description of an animal, you fit the description of a person that's about drama, killing, gangbanging, and he was ready. He thought he was gonna go jack the man up. That man stabbed him up and had his blood on his knife. You see that man posted with that look, like he ain't playing? Over a bag of fucking chips. So let's look into the psyche of a person. You get mad because you can't get no potato chips from a particular store, like it ain't many other stores. The woman, now mind you, this blood is on the hands of a woman. The woman went and got the man. This also shows, men, mind your fucking business sometime. Sometime have some reasoning. You got to be big and say, look, shorty, look, homegirl. All right, you need some chips? I'll buy you some damn chips. No, this nigga wanted to be a hero and go fight the man over some damn chips. Try to jack the man up. But what he didn't know, that man was war ready. And most of them people in the stores in your hood, they war ready. That's why you notice a lot of times you used to go in the Arab stores or certain stores, they made sure they put that picture in the store with their kid holding them guns, shooting them choppers and AKs. They always let you know they about that smoke. And they ain't scared of you. I also told you on the pillars or the guidestones, it also was written in Arabic on here too. 8 different languages on here. Those 8 different languages are people that frequent America. It was also Chinese, 8 major languages on these right here. Because a lot of them, they know what time it is. And they know you are the secret that's not only stay away from, they here to make money off you, and they also here to watch you fall and replace you. Allegedly, I'm just saying. So when I see this man come into the store over some chips, I know he fit the category of a useless eater, of a nigga that is not dealing with reason. Did I not just tell you? On the Guidestones, it says guidance for living in an age of reason. I told you reason means common sense, smarts, intelligence. When you don't have intelligence, no reason, your ass get killed for no reason. Do you understand that? So he didn't have no reason. What was the reason? What was the reasoning? Man, it was just a bag of chips. You don't need to go back to the store for no chips. I ain't going to fight no nigga for no chips, but he was a man of no reasoning. So he had to die. Which means he was a victim. So when I told you about the Guidestones, it ain't just about Georgia. It's about the frequency they set the world on for a particular people. Because I told you they don't want to get rid of everybody. They just want to get rid of people with no fucking reasoning. It's called dumb niggas. And dumb people in general. It's called sheep. You are the ones that they want out of here. You are the ones that got to go. Now you understand why I said they want to do away with crime. Crime is over. And the people that indulge in crime, you're all going to be dead or in jail because they closed the books on crime. This country does not have to function off of criminal activity no more unless it's through cryptocurrency and scamming and shit like that. Now you see why they're going hard on guns. Everything you became accustomed to in your neighborhood, they taken from you. Now you understand why they're destroying your music, because hip-hop music was used as warfare. The warfare they needed to use it for, they already did it already. Now we can shut it down. The Georgia Guidestones was to tell people, the unseen hand people, stick to the script. They stuck to the script. Job over with. We could destroy it. We could destroy it now. We already got it working. I'm trying to tell you this shit deeper than what you think it is. All this shit was a program, and these tablets, which symbolize the tablets of Moses had with the 10 commandments, because really, I'm going to break it down. It's really only one tablet. It's just that they put it in different languages. That's what made it be more tablets. But it's really just one. So just look at it in your mind as if allegedly, it's like say Moses had the 10 commandments and then they just wrote it in 8 different languages. Well, that's kind of what they did with these tablets. It's just that these tablets were opposite of what Moses' tablets was about. Something like that. You did? But it was instructions for certain people that's dealing with that energy. You see that dark side energy over them pillars? For those who just pulled up, I showed earlier. You see the dark energy over the pillars. You see the black clouds. Did I not tell you some people are like fucking black clouds because they got that energy on them? You look in the background. Look by the green grass. Look at the sky by the green grass back there. You see that sky is blue. You see the white clouds. Do you not see that? But over these pillars, strategically, black, dark force energy. I'm going to show you people that don't believe in shit. And I'm not trying to make you believe. I'm just showing you some shit. I'm showing you how the spiritual shit is real. Dark clouds. And this energy that is generated above these pillars, guess what? Do clouds not move? Do it not blow with the wind? When they start blowing, they start going over your hood. And then you might see why niggas in Atlanta been dying. And all over. Because every major city has some type of wicked shit set up. I already told you earlier, New Orleans, every time they have Mardi Gras, they tap into that dead energy. They tap into, I know about that, it's a particular graveyard they got down there in New Orleans, and certain people buried down there. My point is, even in New York City, you'll see they still got certain landmarks, certain statues, certain things, because they generate a certain energy. What the fuck you think the Statue of Liberty does? Why you think they always showed you that picture when the Twin Towers fell and was burning with the smoke? They showed you the picture with the Statue of Liberty, just so happened to be looking in that direction, holding a particular light in her hand. But then some say that's a man, some say that's a transgender, and some say that's a transgender that's pregnant. That's what they say about the Statue of Liberty. There's a lot of different things going on. Some people say that's the whole of Babylon. But either way, every city, every town got a type of wicked ass structure that generates demonic energy and frequencies that floats over your hood. For those who pulled up, I got to bring y'all up to date. This was established in 1980, the same exact time, 1979 to 81, where all these kids was getting slaughtered in Atlanta child murders. The same time, 1980, when Jason came on the scene. It was all about death, murder, kill, kill, kill. That was the propaganda. But the question is, who were they targeting? Because they already know to throw you off. All they got to do is flip the script. Like I learned this with movies a long time ago. I'm going to tell y'all another little jewel, the secret they do. See? Sometimes when they want to talk about black people, they'll let white people star in a movie. Sometimes when they talk about white people, they let black people star in a movie. And sometimes when they got a white person in the movie, they want to portray them as black, they'll make them wear all black. Man, there's so many different things and codes they put in these fucking movies. I told you Hollywood was a magic trick. And the Hollywood letters are the same texture as the white tip of a magic wand. A lot of that shit was magic. But I told you, a lot of people don't believe in shit. So therefore, you always get magic tricks performed on you because you don't understand shit. I'm going too far with it. I'm going on, but I'm showing you all this shit relate. And I want to show you the fucking program. So when I bring it up to New York City, this man already knew what time it was. His brain was already trained who to kill if he had to. Or his mind was already programmed to be prepped. It's a particular people that's going to come into your store. You have to be ready to kill them if you have to. Because these are some of the unknown secrets. It's all about them. You keep them asleep, and when they start doing too much, you know what you got to do. So when I tell y'all certain things, in my opinion, I'm not being funny. When I keep telling you certain things ain't going to stop, it ain't going to stop because it's already been implemented. It's already been laid down. It's already in blood. The same way when they put those pillars down, it was a lot of blood being shed right in them Georgia streets, right in them Georgia woods. A lot of that shit was happening in the woods. All these kids, mostly all these kids and teenagers and young men was found in the woods, which means their blood went into the soil. When you put water into the soil, certain things come about it. When you keep putting a lot of blood into the soil, other things come out of it. Now you understand why it's always been bloodshed in your neighborhoods, and it's always been some type of blood on the ground. Man, we dealing with a whole nother energy out here, a whole nother entity I have no clue of. And I told you, it's some shit going on that your fucking guns ain't gonna save you. You know why? How you gonna shoot the unseen hand? How you gonna shoot when you don't even know your target is? Do you understand this shit? Well, obviously, if these tablets had 8 different languages, that means it's 8 different groups of people that know what's going on. And I showed you how they already knew what time it was when they made the movie back then about the Atlanta child murders. They made the movie, TV shows. You see Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen daddy, a well-prominent actor. You see James Earl Ray, James Earl Jones, pardon me, one of the most prominent black actors of his time. He was the Samuel L. Jackson of that time. A lot of people don't know James Earl Jones played Darth Vader, but he was the Denzel of his time. And they didn't make this movie for no reason. And I already told y'all, Wade Williams said he ain't do it. He claimed innocent to this day. So who did it? Or should I say who was behind it? Because they say the people that put the pillars here, they don't know. It's a particular people. They say it is a name sketched on it, R.C. Christian, but they don't know who put them there. The same way they don't know who did all the Atlanta child murders, the unseen hand. And if he said he didn't do it, was it the unseen hand, or did the unseen hand use him to do the killing? Oh, you mean the same way niggas in the hood killing each other right now? It is really an unseen hand making all that shit go together? The unseen hand. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? It's a blueprint. So when we talk about the population control, guess what? The shit been going on since 1980. What you seeing now is the apex. You seeing the end of that shit. You seeing the highest level. Because I will say this again. They making the country where it's going to be. All I'm going to tell you is just think about overseas. I know a lot of y'all never been overseas. I never been overseas. But I spoke to a lot of people that have been overseas for years. I've spoken to people that was from over there. I spoke to people that was here. I got family members that lived over there, and I learned a lot. It's no crime overseas like over here. It's no gun-toting hooligans walking around downtown London and shit like that. You get it? The same thing they got going on overseas, they're going to do here. Soon it's not going to be no more crime going on. And people going to do crime, but it's not going to be the way it's been going on. Because this applies with the stones. And I'm going to show you why, like I said earlier. When it's dealing with God and reproduction, it's not only reproduction of people. Reproduction also deals with reproducing of the country. Reproducing. Is Joe not promoting the infrastructure bill? What is that dealing with? Reproducing, rebuilding. Have you not seen your community, your hood be remixed? Same shit. If I remix an album, if I reproduce an album, is that not the same shit? I told you they played with words. But you got to understand English because English is a magical language. So when you see it was dealing with God and reproduction, that means every fucking thing you do is going to be guided. Guided by what? The unseen hand. Everything you do, it gets taken from you and flipped. I just told you earlier how we started hip hop. Hip hop started in a fucking ghetto. Did they not take it from you and use it against you to this day? Where it started out dancing and having fun, now it represents killing, robbing, raping, drugs. They flipped it and used it against you. That's what they do. They reproduce what you created. This is how they control your reality. And just so happened, they use a lot of puppets to do it. Once again, earlier I spoke on Africa Bambaataa. In my opinion, he was a puppet, and his job was to traumatize the minds of young boys. In my opinion, Wayne Williams traumatized boys in Atlanta through slaughtering them and hurting their families. In New York City, it was a man named Africa Bambaataa that raped and pillaged a lot of kids in the Bronx and around the world. A lot of those men are traumatized in their family to this day. He's still walking the fuck around because it was a program. Why am I talking about Africa Bambaataa? This shit happened in 1980, 81. Africa Bambaataa hit record 1982 because back then, Black kids were targets. Because now they knew you'll be in your 40s. You'll be a grown man. You'll be a certain structure in society. That's why the ones that ain't dead, they already broke them. This shit was a science project, in my opinion. So my point, people always been under attack. They always had their foot on a certain people's neck. But the key thing you got to understand. Now, let me ask y'all a question. This is the question right here. And I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? Is being poor a choice? Now, Kanye West told you slavery was a choice. People feel different ways about that. Well, fuck back in the day. Let's bring it up to 2022. Is being poor a choice? I want y'all to think about that for a second. Is being poor a choice? Or does somebody make you poor? Do you have to stay poor? It's poor a choice. Well, my point is this. The people that's poor is the population they want decreased because they don't want to foot the bill no more. Don't you understand why in places, especially New York City, they are literally turning projects into condos? Why? Why have people stay here for free when we could turn them into lavish cribs? They don't want to foot your bill no more. They don't want to pay to help you raise your kids for the next 20 years. Do you understand that part? They don't want to help you raise nobody no more. If you can't take care of them, don't have them. That's how they look at this shit. This ain't my opinion. Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying. They looking at it like, look, if you can't afford to have them, don't have them. If you have them and can't afford to take care of them, we'll take them from you. And then we'll shape and mold them to what we want them to be. We want them to be very well diverse because on the pillars, it speaks about having diversity. Diversity means accepted of all things, even different things, being very diverse. They figure people in the hood or that's poor got a certain mind state. They're not diverse. They just one track minded. Get the money, fuck the bitch, get the drugs, sell it, get the, you know what I'm saying? They look at it like y'all only got one mind state. Money, clothes, and hoes. Money, cars, cash, hoes. Money, power, respect. You got a one-way track mind. That's called not being diverse. So when I keep telling you, I'm going to show you what it says on the pillar, then I'm going to show you what they really want gone. And the shit that they got on this pillar is the shit that particular people are living out right now. So when I say it again, they don't want to take everybody out. It was to take out a particular people. And it started with the eugenics program because it's all about your genes. It's all about your bloodline. It's all about your history. It's all about your melanin. It's about a lot of different things. And don't forget, it's not about color because you got some people you think white, they got more black in them than you know. They got native in them than you know. They got other they got melanation in them. Why you think, let me break it down for some of you slow people. Why you think white people treat other white people different ways from other white people? Why you think certain white people tan different than other white people? Why you think other white people, even if you put white people in the whole room, they all got different skin tones? Did you understand that? Because some of them got melanin in them. Do you understand? You got to understand about blonde hair, black hair, red hair, blonde hair, pardon me, brown, black, brunette. You got to know about the colors of the hair, what all that shit mean. It's different shit going on in the world, but a lot of y'all was controlled by your master and you was made to be stupid because you're not supposed to understand the real world. And when you seen the Georgia Guidestones, you were supposed to be scared to death. And while you was being scared, you fell into the goddamn category, which means you got tricked. Only people they want to do away with useless eaters, and just so happen the people that's considered useless eaters are poor people and people that are on the system. That's why it's called the system, because it was created for a certain purpose. Once they get you on the system, they can destroy the system. Just like they created the pillars, they can destroy the pillars. Do you understand this shit? Your whole life you was programmed and controlled. Now they are breaking the programs and they don't have to control you no more because now you're destroying yourself. This shit is all elementary. It's all mathematics. I told you, it's a time. They say they want to guide the age of reason. Well, we in a time of reason, and I comprehend what's going on. What I'm doing ain't no crime. What I'm doing ain't no conspiracy. I'm just cracking the codes that they presented to me. I'm dealing with reasoning. What's reasoning? Nigga, common sense. So when I tell you people lost their mind, they don't got common sense, you don't understand shit. They could tell you Superman going to be here next week, and you're going to be looking for Superman or CERN, whatever. Do you get it? The game? I know people that don't believe in God. People will shit on Jesus if that's your preference, but they believe in aliens. You explain that shit to me. Now, you ain't got to believe in what you believe in, but a lot of y'all don't believe in God, but you believe in aliens, which shows you a fool and you've been tricked. You believe in shit up top that you know nothing about, and you don't know shit about the earth you standing on. You don't know shit how to plant no food. You don't even know how to fucking survive without the system. That's what makes you a fucking hypocrite. You disrespect the creator, then you worship another man and what he gives you. Hypocrites. I'm showing you how you don't got to be delusional. You use fucking reasoning. Don't worry about what's going on up there until you figure out what's going on right here. So that's why I don't get into all that space shit. Because I understand about what really goes on up there. There's some other things that going up there, and there's some things that do come from up there down here. But I ain't got nothing to talk about with them aliens and all of that. You are considered to be a fucking alien. How about that? When you go in places, people look at you like you a fucking weirdo. You understand that? When you here on this planet and you go in the wrong neighborhood, you are an unidentified flying object. Remember I showed you last week when that whole white neighborhood came out on that black boy for wilding out in their hood in that Benz? He was an unidentified individual in their neighborhood. Nigga, you are the alien. Why you think when you go certain places, they look at you like you fucking funny? Why you think when you go certain places, you feel uncomfortable? Because to them, you a fucking alien. And you worried about what's in the sky. No, they made it where you an alien. You're the monster. You're a monster. And guess what? You fell into the stereotype. So that's why when this man in that store seen a monster come in the store, he was already ready. Blood on the knife, blood on his arm. And he ain't playing. Because he was trained to slay monsters. Because he was already programmed that he got to watch out for particular people with a barbaric, savage behavior that might come in the store and do some crazy shit. So he was already ready. If it was down south, guess what would have happened? Bloods all over the candy. Because they be strapped. Even certain stores in New York, strapped. Blood all over the candy. Blood all over the cigarettes. Brains everywhere. He lucky he was in New York with that knife. I'm telling you that right now. But understand one thing, they are already programmed and ready to go because to them, you are a fucking alien. All this shit is psychological, spiritual warfare. That's what it is. So my point is this. Stop being stupid. Stop being ignorant. The shit ain't cool no more. All that dumb shit niggas be doing, guess what? That shit ain't get you nowhere but in a fucking ditch. You know, I'm going to keep telling you that because it's the truth. That's why I keep telling you, nobody's going to come to your defense. Why not? I just showed you on the pillars 8 different languages. That 8 languages represent 8 different nations plus more, many different nations that know shit, but they ain't going to say shit, and they don't give a fuck about what you got going on. Because in their mind, you are the ops. You are the people that have to be depopulated. But it's not because of how you live now. It's really because of your ancestors. But being that they know who your ancestors was, if certain things got put in place where you'll never make it in position again. And this is part of the wars that was written a long time ago in the scriptures. This is some of the things that started back with Cain and Abel and shit like that. That's why they had to clone the tablets of Moses, in my opinion. And I understand that whatever they do, they flip it backwards. Because you got to know about what's going on. The opposite of the sheep is the goat. The opposite of the white is the dark. You see that? You love to be in the light. You're scared of the dark. They love to be in the dark. They're scared of the light. That's why the people that run this world, I call them the unseen hand. And guess what? They don't be in front of cameras. They don't become trending topics. They give you puppets to do all that extra shit. That's why I keep telling y'all, when I say I'm for no fame, I'm for no clout, that's what the fuck I mean, because I understand the power exists within the unseen, within another world that average people can't comprehend. So I don't want to be like the average nigga because I know better. Now you understand the method to my madness? I know what the fuck I'm doing. I told you that a long time ago. I don't want to be the false image of light that you follow, because that's what you already been trained to do. I already told you this shit. I could have been made this shit about me show. I ain't hiding from nobody. This shit was designed for people that think. So salute to the chat. Salute to the people that's listening, that been here when the power got shut down, had to come back on. For those that don't know, I'm going live. Power of my whole spot went down, went out, Wi-Fi shut down, AC off. My shit to reboot while I was doing the same show. You know why? Because I'm dealing with a different energy. My point is, this shit for people that listen and pay attention, and all y'all are smart. That's why you're here right now. This was my whole objective, to get to the smart people. Because the dumb are always caught up in what they see, but only the smart people can listen. So when the Georgia Guidestones say they want to slay all the people that ain't dealing with reasoning, guess what? Y'all the people dealing with reasoning. Y'all deal with common sense. Y'all smart. Y'all okay. That's why most of y'all in my chat got shit going on in your life. You're smart. You're not a statistic. And I'm not shaming nobody, putting nobody else down. I'm just telling you this real shit. Ain't nobody gonna tell you like this. Because guess what? I'm not under no oath, and I ain't in no fucking program. So I can speak what the fuck I want to say. You only get slayed when you go against the grain because you took an oath and you're in a fucking program. When you don't comply with the oath clearly tells you what happens to you when you fuck up. So when you see people getting taken out all kind of ways, them motherfuckers went against the grain. But when you're not under no oath and you're not in no bondage, you can say what the fuck you want to say. That's what I do. But I let you know it's my opinion. Don't follow what I say. This is me. I can stand on what I say. And it's always going to be the same. So I strategically wanted people to tap in like you always do, that's on point, that know what's up. We dealing with critical thinking right here, but guess what? It's all entertainment, but even with the entertainment, you can still learn something. That's why I told you they put all the truth in the fucking movies, but you thought it was just entertainment. No, all those old movies, I swear to the past since the 80s, they put all the jewels and all of them. You just name, you sit here and name anything right now. I'll tell you the movie, you can go look it up in. Because I used to be a movie connoisseur. And this how, when I first started doing part of my research, I learned the truth was in the movies over 10 years ago, and I specifically went out and bought a whole lot of movies over again. That I used to watch for entertainment, I went and bought them just to watch them for the knowledge and started getting a whole bunch of shit out of all these different shows. The number one movie I always stress to y'all is Demolition Man. Demolition Man is the perfect movie that dealt with population control. It showed you how America was after all the niggers were gone. The last black man was walking around, had blonde hair like niggas doing right now. But he was a criminal that was unlocked from his time. He was really from the 80s and 90s, and his whole people was wiped the fuck out. But they let him out of prison because they had a new way to lock niggas up. Like, now they give niggas life in jail. Back, in the movie, they showed you how they lock niggas up. But my point is, when you come home, everything be different. When Wesley came home, the whole world was different. He was the only nigger left. And he had a thug mentality, doing a bunch of thug shit. And everybody was trying to get his ass. My point is this: that movie showed you the end of the thug was going to come, the end of a particular people. So when I show you with the Georgia Guidestones, I'm proving to you they always wanted a certain population gone. It just was a particular people. They also showed you in Demolition Man, it was nothing but foreigners walking around America. They showed you the shit. And even cursing was a crime. Littering on the ground. Littering, a crime. That's why I told you. They cracking down on crime harder than ever now. You about to, trust me. Did we not talk about, I spoke about how the new cars that's supposed to be implemented before 2030, within 2026, 60% of cars will be electric. The cars are not going to move. You've been drinking, which means what? They ain't got to lock niggas up for DUI no more because you ain't going to be able to start the car. That's a way of cracking down on crime. You can't sell drugs in front of your neighborhood no more because they got technology out there. You got to stick and move. And you really ain't being slick when you're trapping up your phone. They got all that shit too. But they're going to let you keep trapping up your phone because somebody got to keep turning out niggas in the hood. People in the hood got to keep dying off this fatty and getting hooked on drugs. So somebody got to do the dirty work. They're going to let you keep doing that for a little while longer. Yeah, they are. Until you kill enough people of fatty and they give you the fatty charge and you out of here too. So even the niggas that think they making money right now or street shit, they just letting you help fuck. They're letting you continue to fuck up your people. So when they get ready to place all y'all somewhere, that's what they're going to do. And I showed you. Demolition Man mean he was destroyed. If I told you about Demolition Man, it was one black man left. I'm showing you how they demolition the Georgia Guidestones because there's nothing else to talk about. They're ready to pick and choose their targets, and the targets are being hit right now. And like I said, it started in 1980, the same year as the pillars was built. This is when black boys, black teens, the hood, whatever you want to call it, everything we see now. Oh man, 3 niggas got shot last week. 60 niggas got killed in Chicago. 3 people got killed in New York over the weekend. 5 people got shot in a cookout in Florida. Guess what? This is what started all that shit. It started right back here. 1980. You dig? 1980. When Friday the 13th, Jason started. 1980. This when the plot went into effect to decrease the population. It started back then. Remember back then, a lot of people had a lot of kids. It still made it. How many of y'all got aunts and uncles, family? You heard about people with 10 kids, 12 kids, 9 kids, 8 kids. They made it just fine back in the day. But maybe we could say back then is when they started implementing the program. Because that's when they put the pillars up. Maybe they knew 40 years ago, if certain things didn't get put in work, it would be a whole lot more of us around here right now. Maybe a lot more successful. That's why I say, when you look at all these dead people, you don't know how many of them would have been successful. We don't know how many of them would have been owners. We don't know how many, they didn't have a chance to live their life. It was taken from them. But their death represented the death that would be soon lurking throughout the whole America at a hood near you. That's why almost every last one of us got somebody in our family that was slayed, or we got friends that was slayed, because this is the energy it comes from. It comes from back here. It comes from right here. I just showed y'all. Black clouds over the shit. The black clouds leave, go over your hood. The same way, when you break it down in human terms, I told you, is some people got black clouds over their fucking head. No matter what the fuck they do, they're always going to be fucked up, always going to be miserable, always going to be in some shit. Nothing goes right in their favor. And when you hang around them, everything for you fucks up. It degenerates. Black clouds. Why you think people are 100 and something degrees? Because you're walking energy. How many times you got electrocuted by the socket? Shit like that. You were fucking energy. So for those who don't believe in energy, you fucking stupid. Yes, it is energy. Good energy, bad energy. And I stay away from bad energy. I only inflict bad energy on those who choose to do me harm. I know how to use fucked up energy for a weapon too. Did they not tell you about the story of Moses when the Pharaoh threw down a snake? What did Moses do? He threw down a snake because you got to beat a snake with a snake. So therefore, when a nigga want to do me some harm or want some smoke with me, I know how to get wicked on your ass. I told niggas that a long time ago. You know why? Because I know this shit. That's why I don't fear no man. I don't fear nobody. I don't fear shit. Life is a journey. When it's over, it's over. When you here, you don't play. When you here, do what you're supposed to do. You ain't worried about what's on the other side of the coin. You ain't worried about what's in the afterlife. Worry about what you're doing right now. Like I said earlier, don't worry about space. Worry about what you got going on the fucking earth right now. You'll be okay. Stop worried about that which you know not. That's how you end up dead, because curiosity kills the cat. Did they not tell you that? Worry about what the fuck you got going on and what you know. At the end of the day, increase your intelligence, because you have to be dealing with some type of reasoning. Therefore, I'm telling you, reasoning is just common sense. Stop being stupid. Stop being a follower. Stop listening to what everybody say out their mouth, because everybody is not talking the truth. Some of these people are all together. They're the same ones with the people that put these stones up. They are the gatekeepers of your hood, your life. Everything you try to do, they get in the fucking way somehow, some way they're in your fucking way. Same shit. You like, damn. It's always some motherfucker in my way. Whether it's at the job, whether I'm in the supermarket, whether I'm driving, motherfucker want to cut me off. You understand? No matter what you do, you know there's always somebody trying to get in your fucking way. A lot of us would be so great if we didn't have people always getting in our way. And then, yes, we got to take responsibility. Sometimes we let things get in our way and people. But all I want people to understand with this episode 213 is that the whole, should I say, this whole thing called reality we've been living in, this shit was written and controlled a long time ago before these tablets. It's just that when they put these tablets up, they took it to a whole nother level. Now they could destroy it because the operation is already working. It's kind of over with. And that's why you seen all that fuss about Planned Parenthood last week. Remember, everybody had something to say about that case? Planned Parenthood, eugenics, birth control, stuff like that. Well, what was on these pillars? Basically, birth control, Planned Parenthood, eugenics, aka watch them niggas control the shit they do, control what they produce. If they produce anything too good, you make sure you take it from them and flip it. So when I say shit about fuck all that old shit, we got to get off that old shit, because that old shit is what was taught to your people to have you fucked up right now. The old shit is what got us fucked up right now, period. Why? Because we got so much caught up in the old shit, we don't comprehend what's really going on right now. We don't have a clue of what's going on in the future. The world runs off economics and finances. We don't know shit about that. How many of y'all know how to read the fucking stock market? The stock market go up and down just like a lifeline when you're in the hospital. But we don't know about the stock market because we don't know about economy, because we was taught to be stupid. But when we was in power right here in America, we were the kings and queens of agriculture. That's why you got to understand. A lot of people don't understand a lot of things, man. And I told you, all this shit is in the book. You don't understand that certain things only grow in certain places. See? A lot of y'all thought corn grow all over the world. Corn is known from America. Certain fruits and vegetables are only known from right here. But through trade and export, now they're in other countries. Now. Just like other countries got their own thing. See? You was taught that Italy, in Rome, in Greece have the finest of grapes. But where in America has the finest of grapes since day one? California. is not grapes in the scriptures? Do they not talk about drinking of the wine? My point is, it's more stuff occurred right here, and that's from right here that you don't even know because you've been tricked to look everywhere else. Therefore, you don't even know the fucking game you in. I gotta say this shit. A lot of you niggas want to be Arab. You think you from the desert. You think you know what I'm saying? I'm being real. No disrespect. Because a lot of y'all are emotional, but I'm going to tell you what's real. You want to be Muslims. You want to be ancient Egyptian. You want to be every fucking thing, and that's cool. It's not wrong. We want to be from the desert. It's nothing wrong with what I'm saying. But if you're going to do all that, at least know where the fuck you from. At least know where you standing at right now. At least know what happened, what really went on where you at. See, if you do that, then you a G. If you just telling me about some shit in Arabia, in Egypt, in Morocco, and you don't know shit about where you at, you's a fool. And you know what? You also going off what you was told. You're going off a program that was given to you by the same people that put these pillars up because they've been guiding your thinking. They've been guiding your whole existence since you've been around. That's it. So I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. But at the same time, we just building. So when I said this man stabbed this man, now you also got to remember, this is from the New York Post newspaper. They specifically made sure this picture was posted with that man's blood on his knife and on his arm. Because I told you it's about images. It's about promoting shit like this because now you might come in the store and get the beefing and somebody might try to stab you or shoot you in the store. Because ain't nobody playing with you. They have painted a picture of you for so long of being a dumbass animal that when people see you, they start gripping up. And this is also the trick, how they get you up out of here. Now they don't got to have serial killers running around slaying you. Now they got certain situations set up where you get slayed over nothing, a bag of chips. So when I tell you that the people have fallen and are broken, just like the tablets have fallen and broken, this represents a lot of shit. It ain't just one way. You know I'm going to give you more than one way to look at shit. But it's all my opinion. Salute to the chat. Thank y'all for pulling up. I ain't play with this shit. Came up here 7 in the morning. We got kicked off for a minute. Just so happened on this particular episode, we had drama. You dig? But salute to everybody here. Clemmer, what's up? SW, what's up? That's right. Good point, SW. Correct. That's why they want this land in the USA. Exactly. They talk about going everywhere else. They trick you to want to go every fucking where else, but you want to go everywhere else, everybody else want to come here. You figure that shit out. You figure it out. I'm talking about you smart motherfuckers. I'm talking about you conscious niggas. You so smart. Why does everybody want to leave where they from and come here, and they always promoting you to get the fuck up out of here? What was the slogan back in the day? It's go the fuck back to Africa. Didn't they say that? Did they not put in a Spike Lee movie? Because he's another one that put a lot of movies out to stereotype your ass. That was his job too. Put out black propaganda movies. Why does everybody want to come here? This land ain't shit. It's fucked up. Or is it just fucked up for certain people? See? Stop putting everything in one category and start looking at shit for what it is. So, once again, the population control, who are they trying to control? Who are they trying to depopulate? Is it everybody? It can't be everybody. Why? Because the floodgates are open. The border's open to Mexico. Flights touching down every day. People coming here at their own free will. The gates are open. Who are they trying to get rid of? I don't know. Told you a lot of shit, common sense. That's all I'm saying. Flatline, homie. That's all I'm saying, y'all. So we went into it all. I'm just trying to tell you it's always about you. So when you start waking up too much, Now they're gonna have you focusing on some aliens and shit. Because you're getting too smart. And after the alien shit, they're gonna have something else for you. You was distracted by what? C-19 for 2 years. That was a program. That shit running out. Shit. Now we need some new shit. We're gonna keep making up new shit. Because it's like a video game. You insert the program. They showed you that on the Matrix too. You know what I'm saying? They insert programs. They insert a program, it becomes your fucking reality, your life. Because they know whatever you do, you get attached to the shit. And you become emotional with it. Because you don't have no culture. They stole your culture. So anything they give you becomes your culture. Duh, they know this shit already. And that same shit is the same shit that's killing you right now. Black Barbie, what's up? But, you know, that's it, man. We chopped it up. We broke it down. We had some shit going on. And I'm going to say again, if you've been blocked and you listening, you hit me up on the ground. Because people been getting blocked without my attention. And I know my people didn't block certain people. I know it wasn't my people that fuck with me like that. I know it wasn't the people that grind this shit with me. I know who's who. So I'm talking, remember, when I say shit, get it clear. If it don't apply, you let it fly. If I'm not talking to you, don't never take me personal. But if you feel like I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. If you was blocking people on my channel, you was doing some fuck ass shit. And you knew what you was doing. So every day, every other day, I'm going to be checking my shit. If you've been blocked, you holler at me. All right? Even if we so-called had a disagreement, a certain type of smoke, I don't feel a certain way. If you a G, you holler at me like a G and you get unblocked. I don't deal with feelings. And I don't hold grudges. If I got a grudge, that means I got to take you out. If I ain't got to take you out, you ain't on my mind like that. I ain't got no grudge. Let me make that clear. I'm gonna be part of that last of the dying breed shit. I ain't tooting my own horn neither, y'all. I'm being humble, but I gotta be real with y'all, man. I gotta let certain shit fly. I gotta let it come out. Because it's too much tongue biting going on and too much pillow biting. So certain things I gotta let it come off the door. I gotta let it come out, man. Because y'all make this shit work. So when people start fuck with my people, I feel a certain way. I'm like that in real life. You fuck with my people, so I'm gonna holler at you. So don't be blocking my people if they, you understand? If they ain't do shit to you, this my shit. Don't be blocking people. I'm not talking about y'all know who to block. Let me make it clear again. Matter of fact, yeah, hold up. Hold up. I just seen a name up here. Like Still King T. I see somebody had him blocked. Well, hold up. I think somebody blocked Still King T too, but I don't know who, like, I don't know. I don't know if he was on some other shit, but Still King T always was keeping it solid. But a lot of people did go left. You know what I'm saying? But for some of you niggas that went left, some of you people that went left, you can come back home if you real like that. All you gotta do is knock on the door. You dig? I don't deal with no feelings. But ain't nobody gonna be here violating shit. Because a lot of you niggas, you be in your feelings, you be blocking niggas for bullshit. Niggas can't take what they dish out. You see that? I'm a man. I talk my shit. I do what I do. Motherfucker come at me, I'm going to take it. I ain't going to cry like a bitch. I ain't going to get mad and block a nigga because he's saying some shit I don't agree with. But guess what? If you come in trying to disrupt shit and you being fucking reckless, then you get blocked. And my people already know who the block will come in like that. But when I see my man Cozy block, he ain't never do shit. That's my people. I seen Latasha Jordan block. She ain't never did shit to me. I seen, I think Still King T block. He ain't never did shit to me. People that been supporting me been getting blocked. And that's some hater shit. That's why certain people, you have no wrench no more. Your shit is ghost. Right? And a lot, man, since I'm on this bullshit, I'm about to address a lot of shit right now. But it's real. Like a lot of you niggas that try to slide through just to get a shout out, nigga, that shit dead too. A lot of you niggas try to slide through to see if you still got a wrench, that shit dead. Because if you support, you support. Now, only reason why I'm saying that is because of fake love. You got people that support you in private, but they don't support you in public. That's called fake love. When a person holler at you behind the scenes, or they do certain shit behind the scenes, but they don't do it in public, that's fake love. And guess what? Over here, I don't need no fake love. Either you 100 or you ain't. That's it. And guess what? I ain't mad at nobody. But I'm trying to tell you, all that little fuck shit niggas be doing, don't think I don't know that shit. I keep telling you niggas, I was raised amongst triple crossers and all type of snakes and fucking demons. I told you niggas that. You don't listen. I be chilling in the cut. I'm quiet. I'm humble. I'm a good dude. I got a good heart. But when you play them foul, dirty games, I get fucking funky on your ass. I promise you that. I'm telling you, I've been telling you this forever. Y'all don't listen. That's why a lot of y'all stay dying. You think you're going to outslick, outsmart everything that's presented to you. You think you're a fast talker. You think you're a finesser. You think you're going to outtalk, outslick. You ain't going to do it. Not with me. I'm one of them niggas you ain't going to never get over on. And if you got over on me today, by next week, I'll figure that shit out. You know why? Because I'm a thinker. I say, damn, I caught that. That's what I always do. Well, this a month later, I'm going to catch the shit you did. So ain't nobody putting over shit on me. If I ain't letting the unseen hand trick me, what make you think I'm going to let a small-minded nigga trick me? That shit ain't going to work. I deal with higher powers. And when I start talking that shit, that's when they start leaving the fucking room. I do that shit on purpose. Everything I do, it's a method to that shit. A lot of you niggas been exposing yourself. Y'all been on some fake ass shit. So if you can't be a G in public, don't be on no behind the scenes shit. And when niggas talk about you behind the scenes, they ain't gonna let it be known they fucking with you because they gonna look like a fraud. And salute to that brother that shared the video the other day. When I shared the video, 7 signs of a person that's jealous of you. And just in general. Remember that on Instagram, I don't care what platform you, I don't care where you at, what you do. When a person don't acknowledge you on some real shit, they hate you. If they don't, when motherfuckers try to hide at you in the DM, but they won't like your shit in public, they won't comment in public, they want to hide behind the scenes with shit, that's fake love. You niggas are fake. And they gonna hop on the next thing smoking. The next day that look fly, they with the shit. That's what they do. So I don't gotta play with no niggas. And I told you, I like when a certain amount of niggas don't like me. I like that shit. You know why? It's easy to draw the line, nigga. Pick a side, nigga. Pick a fucking side. No, you niggas want to play everywhere. You want to be on this side today, that side next week. Next week, you're over there. Next week, nigga, what side you on? I'm staying the same. Till I go in the fucking grave. That's me. Ain't never gonna be no bitch in my blood. Ain't never gonna be no fraudulent behavior. You niggas can take it how you want to take it. You know I'm telling the truth, but guess what? You ain't heard no real shit in a minute. Cause you lost your fucking way out here. You niggas ain't solid like you think you is. Cause when a nigga solid, he ain't gotta keep saying that shit. When a nigga real niggas do real things. 24/7 around the clock, being real is a full-time job. So I don't take no days off. Yeah, that's me talking my shit. But y'all know I'm talking what's real. So stop with the fake love shit. I see all that fake shit niggas be doing. It be bitches doing it too. Yeah, it's a bitch. Bitches are bitches. Every woman ain't no queen. So go, all I'm gonna say is this. All that shit, when I see niggas blocking people on my shit, that shit got me kind of mad. Cause you know what, y'all know what we do over here. Y'all know how we get down. I don't be just blocking. I don't do people like that. And I'm not no fucking hater. I just do what I do, and I do what I do the best I know how to do it. I don't worry about what nobody else doing. I don't worry about what nobody got going on. I don't care who don't fuck with me. I don't care about none of that shit. You know why? Because at the end of the day, I could be on some selfish shit, nigga. It's all about me. And I suggest everybody need to have that same mentality. If you want to be something in life, if you want to get somewhere, you better make it all about you. But guess what? In order for it to be all about you, you don't got to shit on other people while you're doing it. That's the difference of what I do. I don't got to shit on other people. I don't gotta kiss ass neither. You dig? A man hold his own, period. On the block, on the street, on the clock, on the job, wherever the fuck he at, a man hold his own dick. How about that? When you go to the bathroom, do you need another man to hold your Johnson for you? When you're about to have sex, do you need another man to hold your Johnson for you? Well, that's the same way life works. Niggas got to learn to hold their fucking own. And not only that, stop being fucking haters. And stop fucking gossiping. I got to talk about this shit. Because it's sickening. That's all I'm saying. Nigga, I got entities that tell me shit you niggas be doing, man. Don't nobody tell me shit. I get all the answers I need to get because I'm tapped into some other shit. That's just me. So I'm telling you again, you can't fool trick me with none of that shit. I know fake love. I know fake shit. I know all that fraud shit. But guess what? You kill a faker with fakeness. You out snake a snake. Nigga on snake time. Nigga, I get on snake time too. How you want to play it? Nigga, you can't tell the truth to a liar. When a liar lying to you, you got to lie back to a fucking liar. You heard? But when it comes to my people, I speak the truth. I keep it 1,000. But if you ain't my people, you gonna get the opposite of that. So I had to make that clear. We on the journey. We're gonna keep this shit going until this shit is over with. We're gonna keep the shit going. I'm gonna keep the shit going. And if you real, maybe you might try to build add on or you know what I'm saying? Try to do things in a certain way. Like I try to get inspiration and inspired by certain things, and I try to tweak what I got going on. Like, let me be real. It was a point I looked at my whole channel and said, man, my channel was some fucking bullshit. It was one time, it was a point where I didn't like my own channel. I was like, man, this shit fucking trash. My shit is trash. That's why y'all heard me say certain shit. I'm about to delete certain. Man, my channel was on some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. My most biggest videos is fucking stupid shit. The videos I wanted people to really pop off with, they ain't really acknowledge it because they've been fucked with the dumb shit. But it's cool. I accepted that. But really, my page, I was going through a fight. I still don't like certain things. I'm still tweaking things. But I can tell you, as a man, my page is straight bullshit. I really, really just started getting focused back on my shit. Back to where the fuck I was supposed to be at. But I can tell you, my page is straight trash. You know why? Because I wasn't doing the best I could be doing. I was fucking playing around. I'm just being honest with y'all. So that's why I thank the people that been supporting me since the first fucking video that been around since day one. I got love for y'all because y'all been rocking with me. It's many different channels y'all tapping to me. I'm always going to appreciate that. And I'm always going to keep it solid. Just like I told y'all, I might be a hypocrite. I might be about to sell out. Nigga, I might start a Clubhouse channel. What y'all think about that? You know why? Because some of my people been suggesting it to me. That's why I listen to y'all. I'd have had people tell me that months ago, you should start a Clubhouse. Like, nah, because I ain't like the shit that was going on. But then I said, damn, I ain't got to do the shit them niggas be on. And I will get a chance to chop it up with my people like John Shad, ABG, know what I'm saying? Jude pull up, Deja want to pull up, Jeanette, Rondell, whatever, Lampinsky. We all can chop it up in Clubhouse. That's right what I'm going to do. Because just like when I was doing certain shit, when people in the comment told me, yo, fam, don't pay that shit no mind. Yo, fam, fuck that shit. What I do, I listen to my people. See, I'm not an arrogant nigga like people might think I am. I actually listen. It's just that I don't never move when somebody, should I say, I don't move when people want me to move. I'm a nigga, I don't even listen to the fucking judge. I don't listen to shit. I do what the fuck I want to do until I can't do it no more. I'm hard-headed in certain shit, but I'm not arrogant. Meaning, I'm going to always do shit my way, but I'm always going to listen to other people. I just might not move when you want me to move. I might not do how you want me to do it, but I'm still going to listen to what you told me or what advice you had to give. But like I told you, I don't take advice from people that don't live by their own fucking advice, all right? I don't do that. So when you give me advice and you don't take your own advice, I'm not listening. Know that shit. Same thing with me. If I'm telling you some shit and I ain't being 100, man, don't pay me no fucking mind. This shit go both ways. Because everybody want to be smart until they figure out they ain't as smart as they think they is. Like when Jay-Z was talking to Dame, and he told that nigga, I heard motherfuckers say they made Hove. Well, nigga, make another Hove. You ain't seen Dame Dash make another Jay-Z yet. Did you? No, you didn't. Because Jay-Z made himself. He put the work in. Dame was with him. He helped him. He helped him. Now, helping somebody and making somebody is two different things. That's why I told you I'm going to get my shit from the rip. Fuck out of here. But we here. So, I'm very, matter of fact, y'all know I'm the nigga in the comment that holler back. Y'all know I holler back at y'all. Y'all got motherfuckers people be making paragraphs of comments and people don't even acknowledge they shit. You know I holler back. Because that's what I do. That's how I built my shit up. You know why? I ain't get on here just to chase a fucking dollar. And you niggas that got out here chasing dollars, you the ones that fuck this shit up. You know why? Because everything you do, you fuck up. You know why? You started chasing the money and you forgot about the content, dummy. Now it's summertime, ain't shit on TV, and you ain't got no content. What the people gonna watch? Common sense, age of reasoning. You have no reasoning, therefore the pillars say you shall be destroyed. It's on the fucking tablet. Anybody who's not productive, who's a fucking leech, who don't comprehend, who fucking behind in time will be destroyed. That is the population going to be decreased. Do you understand that? This shit is a science. You dig? It's a science. So if you ain't a scientist, you just a person that knows shit, but you lack wisdom, you don't even understand the time we in. That's why the scripture said for those who have wisdom and understanding, things of that nature. You ain't even gonna know what's going on the last day. You walking right into your death and you don't even know it because you're stupid. And guess what? It's some people y'all know for a fact. I can tell that motherfucker, don't go around that corner. It's so-and-so going on around the corner. What they gonna do? Motherfucker will go right around the corner. See it for themselves. Am I lying or what? Well, guess what? That's the type of person you've been made to be. And it's called stupid. That's it, really. But there's certain things I had to say. Because certain things are presenting themselves, and the spirit told me yesterday, because I was looking at my comment, I'm like, yo, it's certain people I don't even see no more. And I went into my motherfucking shit. And I said, man, some of my people got blocked. And I know they're good people. I know they don't disrupt the chat. I know for a fact. So I said, there's some funny shit been going on. And the spirit never lie. Because I be damned yesterday if Latasha Jordan, they say, I got blocked. What did I do? I'm like, I ain't do nothing. I ain't know you was blocked. But I did. I'm like, damn, I just finished looking at her shit. But see, some of the names that I seen, I don't know why they was blocked, meaning I don't know, some of my people might have blocked them because they was violating some of the names. But I know for a fact some of the names, they was not violating. I knew that. So that's what I knew. Some funny shit was going on. Niggas don't understand this shit, man. You can't get nowhere of fucking hate. You can strike all day. Kwame Brown, fuck you again, nigga. You can strike a nigga shit, copyright strike, or community strike. Whatever the fuck you do, you ain't gonna stop some shit that's real. Whatever gotta happen, gonna happen. Nothing you can do about it. Especially when you're generating revenue. You see, when I get on here, I look out for my people. I do what I do. I entertain, motherfucker. At the same time, I generate a little bit of revenue. So at the end of the day, I'm business partners with YouTube. I don't look at it like, oh, I need you. I don't fucking need YouTube. Fuck you. I mean, you understand? I don't need this shit. But if they compensate me for putting their shit on my content, it's a mutual relationship. It's a what? Fair exchange, nigga. But it don't stop all the end or be all with YouTube. A lot of you niggas became YouTube whores. YouTube dummies. That's why you can't do shit without YouTube. Your life is in the fucking trash because of YouTube. You don't know how to function without this shit. And then when you are here, you don't know how to work the shit. Then you won't worry about other people, watch them, study them, do all this extra shit. And what the fuck is it doing for you? Nothing. Can't you get this shit through your fucking head? Stop playing, get focused. Yeah, I gotta talk that shit because that's the only time niggas gonna hear me. When I talk nice, if I talk respectable, peaceful, niggas don't hear that shit. You gotta talk stupid to niggas. You gotta talk reckless. Then they hear you. Do you understand that? From 0 to 10. You talk crazy, niggas hear you. You talk regular nice, they don't want to hear that shit. And I've been doing this shit my whole life. So I'm trying to tell you, and I ain't mad at nothing. I'm not mad. I just understand you got to talk to your niggas a certain way. And I don't mean it like that. I mean, you got to talk to ignorance a certain way. Ignorance only respect ignorance. Don't you understand that? You heard it saying, killers respect killers, violence respect violence. Well, that's how it is out here in this world. You can't be nice to people. They don't accept it. People think nice is being weak. That's why some of y'all got hearts of gold and you always get done dirty. Don't be, it's not your fault. It's just that we're in a fucked up world. I told you, it ain't the world, it's the people in the world. They fucking up the world. They fucking up the country. They fucking up the internet. They fucking up every fucking thing they do. Fucking up the airplane. Fucking up the store. They just fuck up everything. Am I lying or am I keeping this shit up? You understand? Am I just making this shit up? You can't be nice. You can't show love. Niggas don't like love. They don't like that shit. So yeah, nigga, then you come get what you want, nigga. And a lot of y'all gonna die because that's what you want. You're gonna be crumbled just like the fucking pillars of granite. And allegedly, that's supposed to be one of the hardest stones on the planet. But a lot of y'all, guess what? You're gonna fall just like that. You will fucking be destroyed. That's what all this shit is a sign of. You dig? I'm gonna tell you what it is. All this shit started in 1980. They put the pillars up 1980. Atlanta child murders happened through the 79 to 81. While these shits was getting erected, niggas was dying. Kids was getting slaughtered. They say this man did it. He said to this day he ain't do it. So who the fuck did it? And why they put a movie out after that shit, making a mockery of the situation? And why to this day niggas still getting killed? And why did Jason come out Friday the 13th, 1980? Because in the 80s, that's when they put all this shit in effect. They knew you would be so stupid. They know you would be so fucked up in the head. You'll be killing each other, destroying each other. You won't be building shit. You won't be prosperous. And this is how we get them the fuck up out of here. That was the plan. That was on the stones. Now they don't need the stones no more. The plan has been executed. It's done. Done deal. They knocked them down just like they did the Confederate statue. So in my opinion, they knocked the shit down. In my opinion, the pillar they knocked down was the one in English. It's in 8 different languages, and I bet any amount of money, the one they got fucked up was in English. So I don't went into this shit enough. You catch it back for the beginning if you didn't catch it. Also, in the middle of the show, all the power in my crib went dead and came back up. I got thrown off the show. I came back and still heated up. My people still here. But my point is, if I was talking about some stupid shit, it would have never happened. That's how I feel. Because I do believe in coincidences. Some of y'all don't, but I do. And I also understand some things do really coincide, meaning they go together. All right? So just like I told you, when you look at this sky, you will see strategically over the pillars, you see a black fucking sky. You look in the background, you will see a blue sky because certain entities draw certain energy. Just like certain human beings draw certain energy. So when I told you these pillars got destroyed, and I'm telling you, some of you niggas will be destroyed, I know what I'm talking about. I ain't making this shit up. A lot of y'all gonna be destroyed from your own fucking stupidity and your fucked up heart and your fucked up ways. And you're gonna get it deeper than that thing called karma. That's all I'm saying. So don't say you ain't been warned. Don't say nobody ain't tell you shit. Cause some of y'all, I'm telling you, you so fucking far, you so far fucked up, man, it's just a matter of time. And that's the whole thing with the population control. They knew a certain amount of people was going to die. It just was going to take a certain amount of time. They already knew that shit. So in 2008, it got graffitied on. They messed it up. But when a lot of y'all saw the internet, y'all started panicking. The Georgia Guidestones, the Georgia Guidestones. Oh, man, people, they've been doing this shit. They just wanted you to see the shit and get scared. But they already was doing the shit already. That was just some shit they gave you to play with. Because they only give you shit to see after they're done with it. Then you can have it. It's called hand-me-downs. They do the same thing with information. The information you be on, guess what? They already left that shit. They was in something else. That's why you don't know what's going on in the Church of Scientology. You don't know what's going on in the Satanic Church. There's other things going on. They studying. You don't know shit about that. You still fighting about if Jesus real or not. First they gave you a white Jesus, then they gave you a black Jesus. You go, I mean, my point is this, man. They always give you some shit to play with while they on something else. That's all I'm saying. They've been doing this shit forever. They're going to keep on doing this shit, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, because I told you it's all about the unseen hand. The unseen hand. The powers that be. Call them what you want to call them. That's who run this shit. The same people that put up these pillars, the same people that control your life, the same people that got you taking all this information on Google, aka YouTube. And you think, a lot of y'all think y'all so fucking smart, but everything you know, they wanted you to know. You know why they wanted you to know? Because the magic trick is over with. And now the program is so deep, even if you do know, you can't do shit about it anyway. So another distraction is to have you talking about shit they already did 40 years ago. These pillars were put up 42 years ago, and people were still scared of the pillars and talking about them. But guess what? They already put that work in, and it started in 1980. That's it. I ain't going to say it no more. And I just repeated it for those that wasn't here. All right? So let's all get this understanding before I go. When they talk about decreasing the population, they're only talking about a specific people. I told you on the Guidestones, it spoke on people dealing with reasoning. They said they want to guide people into reasoning, smarter thinking. It also said health and fitness. How many of y'all waste your life? I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm not trying to shit on nobody. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, y'all. I got to put it in terms you understand. Who the people they targeting, right? Who was on the pillar? People who was against diversity. The pillar said they want to promote diversity. So if you're against diversity, they want you out of here. That means racist people. That means sexist people. Anything anti, you're considered against diversity. Let's go into something else. They also said, the Guidestones also said, because remember, a lot of people just went into the numbers, but they didn't tell you what type of numbers. See, you got to know about what type of numbers they want going. They also said within the pillars, improving fitness in shape. So if you're not in shape, you're not healthy, you might be one of the people they want up out of here. Now you might understand why it's all these fentanyl overdoses, because they speed the numbers up. If you're a drug head, they don't want you around no more. If you're unhealthy, they don't want you around no more. I'm trying to tell you what it is. They want productive, useful people that they can utilize to help rebuild America. It's not about America. It's not about me. I'm trying to get you to see the bigger picture. If you're not productive in America, common sense, you're not productive for your fucking family. Do you get it? That's why I told you, everybody's worried about the bigger picture. It's about the small picture. If you're being productive in America, common sense, you're being productive for your family and your future generations. Everything is not a wild conspiracy. They just don't want no more freeloaders and leeches and drug heads and criminals walking around harming innocent people, fucking up the economy and fucking up the world that they plan on building. I broke all this shit down in 5G technology, have against the have-nots, or how they want certain people here, certain people gone. But y'all don't hear me though. So I gotta explain it in nigga terms that if you're doing nigga shit, they want you fucking up out of here. Period. You take it or you leave it. It's my opinion. So you could have your fun with it. Now you understand why nobody is telling you the quiet secret. Nobody is coming to your defense. Everybody around the world looks at you a certain way. You only get clout if you're an entertainer or a star. You get a little respect. Other than that, nobody gives a fuck about what you got going on, your struggle, no, none of that shit. And that's all they was trying to tell you. 90 miles outside Atlanta. Atlanta happens to be the biggest black city in the South. It's been a prominent area. But little did Atlanta, Georgia know they will always be cursed as long as those pillars were strategically placed 90 miles away. And these pillars are also a sundial, meaning you can tell time from up above. For those who know about the sundial, it's a clock. It's also it's also tied into astrology. It's lined up with the universe above, the stars, the planets, the suns. It's a lineup because those lineups create frequencies, and that frequency affects you. But we didn't even hear all that. My point is, this shit was put in play for certain people. So I'm going to say it again. If you doing what you're supposed to be doing, you being productive out here, you handling your fucking business, you ain't being a damn hypocrite and a fraud, you're going to be okay. Now you understand, like I said earlier, why all these gyms been in your neighborhood, why they been promoting this health shit. First, they specialize in making us obese and out of shape. But then they want to turn around and slay everybody that's not in shape. Who's the main people that died from C-19 first? The people that wasn't in shape. A lot of our people got what? High blood pressure, sugar, diabetes, sickle cell. Every sickness has been placed upon a certain people due to your diet. Do not a lot of our people get high more than on a special occasion? Have we not created, or should I say, has not getting high become a lifestyle? Meaning a lifestyle is something you do every day. If something you do every day is a lifestyle, it also becomes what? Your culture. So do we not live in a culture of getting high every day is what's popping? Do we not live in a culture every day of popping bottles? Getting drunk? Not only on special occasion, just to make it through the day. Well, that is our culture now. That applies to improving fitness. Because when you're on drugs and you're on alcohol every day of your life, you're not physically fit to function. Those are the people they want up out of here. Do you get where I'm going with this shit? It's my opinion. And I'm not judging them, but I'm just telling you what it is. I'm telling people that live a certain lifestyle, you don't got to be scared of shit they tell you. A lot of this shit is only for certain people they do want to get rid of. So that's all it is, y'all. It's my opinion. I went into it. This might be one of my longest fucking lives. I had complications, but I went into a lot of shit. Salute Wax Dog for staying in the fucking building the whole time. Salute Mr. X, ABG, Rondell, Miss Deja, Chicks 1000, everybody who here. Y'all already know what's up. And shout out to everybody that pulled up late. What up, Juicy? What's up, Juice? Sassy, what's up? You already know what's love. Annette was here. Lampinsky, that's my bro from day one. Love to all of y'all. Y'all should already know that. Everybody that's new, salute to y'all. Everybody that stayed in tune, I see y'all. Y'all been here. It's nothing but love. Understand that, but sometime, right? I got to show tough love because people don't get that shit. And y'all know one of my slogans, everybody ain't playing. Yes, I play at times, but I ain't always playing. I'm not always playing, all right? So today was some serious shit to the point where while I'm doing this shit, my fucking power got cut off. Know what I'm saying? Power went off, came back on, had a reboot. I said, what the fuck? This ain't never happened. But I understand what's going on. So maybe I was doing a little too much. And they was hoping motherfuckers would pull back up. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here, man. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy y'all day. Y'all make sure y'all stay in tune. Make sure you show love to your people. And just try to take care of yourself out here. And guess what? Don't keep getting distracted. Don't keep being scared by the boogeyman. And don't worry about everything but what you got going on. And if you want to learn about some shit, don't worry about what's going on up there. You worry about what's going on right here. Don't worry about what you can't control. You worry about what you can control. And that's dealing with reason. That's reasoning. Common sense wisdom. And remember, those who not dealing with wisdom and reasoning, that's the people they want to get rid of. All right? And that's that. So I gave clarity. I gave you some clarity. And a lot of people understand that these shits are satanic and they've been trying to destroy these shits, allegedly. But I just showed you every dimension. 1980, 1980, 1980. That's it. All this shit started 1980. 2022, we see a nigga get killed like Jason in a goddamn store in New York City. Do you see the blood on the knife and the blood on his sleeve? That man took on the Jason energy and slayed a nigga. And do you see any remorse in his face? Then you got to understand how the New York Post made sure they put this exact picture in the paper to portray the image of a monster, a beast being slayed. So guess what? For some of us, it was sad that black man got killed over them chips. But guess what? Some people are going to look at him as a hero. Now you'll understand how this shit works. He will be praised as a hero. And that's why the tablets had 8 different languages. And that man language was all here too. And then you'll understand why everybody's coming over here, taking over shit. And you ain't getting nowhere. It's all part of the plan that was written on these stones. But it's a plan from before that. But when they put these stones up, they turned that shit up. 4 years, 3 to 4 years after these shits was finished being built, this thing called crack cocaine came to a hood near you. About 84, 85. By 85, crack cocaine was blown up like it was the hottest thing smoking, like fucking drill music or some shit. Everybody was selling crack, nigga. Everybody was on that shit. 85. So we could say right after all the killing started a whole nother way in this thing called drug dealing. The powers that put this up are the same powers that had the drugs coming in the country, the same powers that got the guns coming in, the same fucking people, unseen hand. I'm fucking done. I done repeated this shit 1,000 times. I know y'all got it. Never forget the unseen hand. Don't worry about what you see. It's about what you don't see. All right? Got it? Copy? Cool. Salute to the chat. I'm about to get out of here. But you know, we already been talking about all this. That's why I had to bring it back up. I was talking about the Guidestones last week, the past 2 weeks. Magically, yesterday, they get knocked the fuck down. You can't make this shit up. The people that tap in, y'all be right here, so y'all know what I'm talking. Y'all know. People that heard the previous episode, you know we was just talking about it. So that's why when I got sent this and I said, wow. And then just so happened when I'm talking about it, boom, shit gets shut down. Other than that, man, I'm about to get out of here, man. I enjoyed y'all. Hopefully everybody got something out of this episode. And like I say, sometimes it's tough love, ain't no love. All right, so with that, y'all chill out. Y'all stay tuned. I'll be back tomorrow. I might drop something later. Who knows? For No Fame, episode 213, and I'm up out of here. 1.